All right. Sorry about that. A little bit late. Hello, Amy. Hello, SYC. We just started the game, so let me put that in the notes. A little bit late. Dean isn't here yet. I guess he was later than I was. I did get a text from him. Started the game late with Tatum at the free throw line. 0-0, 11:34 to go. Q1 of this pretty epic Game 7. Dean's in the house.
What's up,
Hello,
Rich?
Dean. Anyway, you can center yourself vertically to be a little bit higher. There we go. Then we're a little bit more even. Now you're higher than I am. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll do play-by-play. Caleb Martin out there, Monday box score. And Gabe Vincent wearing no, never mind. Gabe Vincent missed shot. 1-0 Boston, so Tatum missed the free throw. Dean, the other Dean, what's up? Tatum attacks, no good. Miami Heat all over that rebound. Let's refresh this. I don't know why it does this. Let's change this up. There we go. Butler out to Caleb. And late shot clock. Vincent has to step back on Derrick White. It's no good. Good defense. Second team all defense right there. Jalen crossover. Turnover. Nope. Straight lost it. Foul. Max Strus jumped on the ball, and they call a foul on Jalen for jumping on Max. So, again, Jaylen Brown early. I know his game so well. It's one of those where it flips into frustration sometimes, but I'm rooting for the Heat. Sorry. Dean's rooting for Celtics, I believe.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jimmy attacks
Tatum
Derrick.
twists his ankle the first play. It's crazy.
Oh, right. So I'm probably ahead of you per usual, right? I'm at 10:15, 10:14, 10:13.
Yeah.
How many seconds?
Well, I'm at 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Oh, you don't need to count it. I count it because I'm ahead of you. Or you'll count it when you come close to 9:58 is where I got to pause.
Okay.
Count it down
10
when
5,
you're
4, 3, 2, 1, 59, 58.
I think you're probably a second ahead of me. That's okay. So that was a bucket. Boston up 3-0.
Yeah.
Who hit that jumper?
That was Jaylen Brown. Yeah.
Jaylen. All right. Jaylen with the 2-point jumper, and then Gabe tries to dribble on Horford. Good defense. Horford dribble it out of bounds off his foot. So Miami still hasn't scored, and we got 9:33 to go. Tatum pick and roll gets Bam on him. And that means Horford's open down low, back out to the corner. JB, no good. Long rebound out to Tatum. And he attacks the Horford, easy layup. So that's what happens when you can't go.
That was tiki-taka, as we would call it here.
It's tough, though. Bam attacks Horford and scores. Beautiful move.
Mm-hmm.
So they finally get on the board. 5-2. Boston 9:02, 9:01, 9 minutes to go. Paul Pierce was in the house. I saw some tweets. Obviously, he should be there. Jalen making moves, pulls up on Strus. Good. 2-pointer. 7-2 Boston. And Bam will initiate, gets the switch against Smart, which means Jimmy has the ball corner against Horford, wants the mismatch. No, hands it off to Strus. Back to Jimmy. Attacks baseline. Stuck. Good defense. Horford. Strus shoots a 3, misses it, and Caleb Martin rebound, put back, missed it, put back again.
Yeah, crazy.
Sticking with it, grit.
Yeah.
7-4 Boston. Good.
Well, Spoelstra hasn't called a timeout or anything. Just letting them run through this. Yeah.
8:08 to go. Jaylen Brown gets the step on Gabe on the pick and roll. Rolled right
He's
by
so
Gabe.
he's so good at attacking the hoop.
Bam will initiate. Now just pull up for a 2-pointer over Horford. No good. Tatum, good tip out.
Yeah, it was
Smart brings it up.
backwards.
5-4. Oh, and
Oh,
he
he threw
throws it away.
away.
Smart pass. Caleb, good defense. Should have been a take foul. No call. Now Caleb attacks. Missed it.
That's how you defend. That's how you defend a fast break as one person right there, man. That was excellent.
Jalen. All right, Derrick White, right side. Slow ball. He'll pull up for 3 by the hash mark. No good. Didn't even really get a chance for Jason to roll there. Just shot it. Bam. Post up. Horford. Looking to attack. Good for him. They need that. I don't think he was doing that the last 2 games. So he gets fouled. We'll go to the line.
However,
9.
I think the Celtics are going to probably try and put Robert Williams III on him a little bit more if he does get going.
Yeah, they do have
That's
that.
what I would do, at least. More athleticism, size.
Yeah. Oh, side out bucket. Side out foul. Strus will just fire it from 3. No good. Tatum, outlet. Jalen, right side against Gabe. Attacks him. Into the lane, left side. Nope. No call.
There are no calls to be had for anybody right now.
Caleb corner on the break. No good. Smart rebound. Go back and forth. And it's a timeout by Missoula. He wanted to get a good possession. Because prior to that, you had the Derrick White. Actually, you did have a good Jaylen Brown replay there. But at least 2 out of the last 3 possessions are great.
Was it Brown that missed the layup off the front of the rim?
Yep. He thought he was fouled, and
he didn't get back. Yeah. He didn't get back quickly enough for defense, maybe. By the way, please splash the like button. Let's go see.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Yeah.
Who's here? 27 people, 21 likes. Hey, not bad.
Very good percentage. Very good percentage.
Please splash the like button. 6 people. 27 concurrents. 21 likes. Please.
And leave a comment if you feel like. Excuse me. Sorry. This is an exciting start to the game. Obviously both teams are really getting out and pushing the pace. And the refs are really letting them play physical, Game 7 type basketball right now. So,
all right,
that the 3-1 joke on us was over last year. We proved everything we needed to prove. What's up, Nicole? Yeah, I don't know if Denver sweeps both of these teams. I think they're both very competitive. And
too many predictions, guys. Come on, Havoc.
Yeah.
You ain't got a crystal ball.
What's up, Bruce?
I know there's not much to talk about other than over on Twitch, although reminds us that Bob Myers is speaking tomorrow at 12 noon.
That's right. Thank you.
We'll probably have the video up, a couple hours after that. I'm sure there's a radio station running it live, so just check for Warriors radio stations for that. Seems like a really big deal. You'd figure that he'd want to know whether he's going to be GM or not by tomorrow to then have a press conference and talk about A to Z, soup to nuts on the Warriors. So we'll see. Coin flip,
Absolutely.
I would say.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
I hope he says, wow, look at this team. Look at all the options we have. I'm back. But I guess we'll see. Celtics in trouble. What are you talking about, Bruce? Just feel that way or something happened? Bruce rarely just throws things out like that. So what do you mean, my man?
Aloha's got the funny. That's a funny profile pic.
Yeah, good old JP. Yes, I'm praying he stays too, Nicole. I love Bob, and we know we can trust him to do what's right for Steph, Klay, and Dre's career. You know,
I mean, but if he doesn't, I got to just.
If he doesn't, that's fine. I understand it, but
go with Mike Dunleavy probably. So Tatum's hobbling. He's out there in the corner. Marcus Smart, right corner, no good. Good tip by Strus.
That was another wide open shot, though, that Miami just was
lucky
to
I think
they
might be in zone. I think they might be in zone. So when they're in zone,
if they're getting corner threes,
Gabe Vincent,
let's see.
But that's a calculated risk. You have to understand that. That's what.
I get it. I get it. The Warriors
they're not in zone. They're not in zone.
Well, they're not this time. The Warriors do that sometimes with poor shooters, but the Celtics, they live in threes. So end of the clock, they shot another one.
Late. Derrick three, no good. Horford,
the old man.
Good rebound on the switch. Bam is on JB way over there. So White will shoot a three, no good. And Strus pushed Tatum on the rebound.
They're starting to chuck up contested three-pointers.
Tony Brothers out there. Yeah, Tatum was open on the after the pass, and Derrick White just ignored him, shot the three.
Yeah.
Scott Foster, Tony, and John Noble.
Little bit of a tough psychological game for White, who obviously hit one of the biggest playoff shots ever, probably.
Tatum's
just to save a season. So
passing the ball in. We'll see how that develops. Jalen, 2-pointer Jalen, no good. Martin.
Oh, Tatum's out of the game. No, never mind. I'm sorry. So who did Brogdon come in for?
Jimmy has the ball, brings it up. We'll talk about it next time down.
Yeah.
Bam, loses it. Now talk about it.
It's for Smart, I think. I think he came in for Marcus Smart.
Who?
Malcolm Brogdon is in the game. I didn't see who he came in for, but I think it's
Derrick
Marcus Smart.
Up top. Slowly developing offense here. Brogdon, left side, back up top to Jalen. Makes a move, loses the ball. Good defense, Gabe. Jimmy on the way. Almost blocked by Jalen, but he scores.
Yeah.
That was close.
He sealed him in the air.
Close game. Wow. Jalen just missed that one. Tatum making moves out to Horford for three. Bam was there. I thought he hit him on the wrist, but it wasn't enough to really call him Game 7, I don't think.
Oof.
And then Martin blocked by Jalen on the other way. Here, Derrick doubled by Bam. Nice double. Back out to Al. That leaves Jalen open in the corner. No good. Tatum rebound over Jimmy. Too tall. Derrick attacks.
Hey.
Good attack. Of course.
They got in the paint and it went in after chucking three after three.
Other than that one chuck that he had, and he made another chuck, I think. He's chucked it twice, but that one, Derrick did the right thing. Attacked the smaller Gabe.
Yeah.
Forward inside.
Well, I wonder, how long it's going to take for the Heat to really try and get the ball in Tatum's hands to test him physically, because he hasn't had to.
Bam. Jimmy attacks Rob Williams, who came in for Horford. Swing past Strus for three. Good.
It's tied up. 11-11.
11 apiece. Yeah. I thought his foot was on the line, but
it may have been, but they counted it as a three for now.
Yeah. They may check it later, but it might be a three. Brogdon airball. And it's off of Grant Williams. Tatum sits down, or sat down, last possession.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Williams in for him. And he's just sitting there as normal, so
it doesn't look super iced or so hopefully it's just a little tweak. I don't see anyone hurt like that.
Don't even know if he's icing it.
Well, he's not. He's not like.
Keep it warm. Just keep it warm on the bench. Yep. Work off of adrenaline. Strus, hot. 2 threes in a row. Catch and shoot. 14-11.
Miami's shooting.
Heat. Wow.
Miami's shooting very calmly, and the Celtics are shooting it kind of hard.
Jalen downhill. Bad pass. Out of bounds. Man, he's turnover prone, man.
Well, he has to handle the ball a little bit more than he would like, I think, in this Celtics offense. Which is not what he's the best.
All right. Jimmy, picked by Bam, gets the switch. Caleb back to Jimmy. Gets the mismatch against Rob. Pulls up baseline. Good. From 10 feet, 7 feet. Good move, Butler. To create the space on the baseline as well.
It's just the simple, easy, wide open shot that is bound to go down.
Strus gets stuck with Jalen. No call. Jalen, they're going to call a kick on kick
trip.
Foul on Kyle Lowry.
I think, yeah.
Tripping. Lowry was complaining about some other thing to Tony Brothers. We'll get a timeout here. 16-11. 2:24 to go. Pull up the box score. This one. Clam chowder in trouble tonight.
We're just saying the Celtics are in trouble every comment, man. Like, all right, okay. They've been in trouble before, The only team that's been able to take them down, though, so far, is the Dubs. Thanks,
Nicole. Oh, I should screenshot this and send it out to the social media verse. Boom. All right.
Going Rambo on 3 defenders a lot. Maybe, yeah. Sometimes he can force the issue a little bit, but he might be the best player on the team at attacking the hoop. So I think that's why they kind of need that from him a little bit. You know what I mean?
You picked the Celtics, and you're saying Celtics, so you're reverse jinxing it?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I don't worry about
what?
Oh, I don't worry about reverse jinx or anything like that.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what Bruce is doing in the comments.
Yeah, I got you. But just pick the team you like and, or you think is going to win and see what happens.
Great. My internet sucks.
Yeah, we saw a little bit about the Eric Lewis stuff. Aloha.
Are we on that again? That was... He doesn't have a burner account, guys. Please, man. I gotta dispel another myth. We might as well just call these mythbusters. So where
I think that might be
look for
trademarked, but
yeah. His brother apparently. Now, of course, Twitter refuses to believe it. So that same account, it said that no, I'm his brother. I'm his older brother, Mark. And you guys on Twitter are so vindictive.
Why would his older brother Mark defend his younger brother? What?
We can't.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I know. It's a crime. And the replies to that were, oh yeah, right, Eric. No, you're Eric. Oh, you're so exposed. It's like, guys, get a life. Like, Twitter needs to get a life. It's really so lame. Just stop it with your outrage and your cancel culture and your.
Let's get back to the game, man.
Be a happy person, for goodness sakes.
Let's just get back to the game.
Awful.
Ridiculous.
Awful. That Twitter app makes everyone a worse person. Stay off of it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Elon, but I
just
don't feel comfortable here.
Lewis crap.
And Brown hits both free throws, so it's 13-15. Miami with Tatum looking like he's coming back.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you had to search it or you had to get lucky enough to see that it was his brother. But anyways, we're back to 15-13 Miami over Boston. Jimmy. Oh nice little.
Wow, he got in the lane.
Rob Williams swats Jimmy. Here comes Marcus downhill, brings it back out. Oh no, let's shoot a three. What?
He did the LeBron look one way, then turn back and shoot it. Yeah, I don't know what the Celtics offense is, but their defense has been good.
18 on the shot clock. Like,
yeah,
wow.
What are you doing?
At least attack that first transition. Anyways, Kyle Lowry
get one pass
on their offense, shoots a three, and Brogdon will attack Bam. Usually you don't win those, and he missed it. Lowry will bring it down over to Martin. Open three, transition, good. I'm glad someone scored. But yeah, those are
5-point game.
Bad shot, and we'll make you pay with a three. 18-13 Miami. Strange. I just don't understand what goes through their minds.
Some people sauntering across the court here, Jimmy, not even watching the game.
7, 6, 5. Jalen stuck, shoots it, no good. But Rob Williams tips it to himself and misses the. Then tips it out
again.
All right. Smart.
Alley-oop. You know who it was too. You know it was too.
And before everybody goes, we need a big man like that. Just remember, Rob Williams ain't cheap.
No. Well,
he comes at a price. Very difficult to
look. He's like an athletic.
Jimmy surgically dismantles the defense. Jimmy gets a layup, lefty. Rob Williams, $11 million man. So, FYI. Not easy to get guys like that.
And there's a comparison that we already have where if you think about it, we're good.
That wasn't a good shot either. I'm sizing you up. Let me just rise.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lowry gets into the paint, feeds it to
simplest thing on a fast break. Hit the trailer, and the Celtics weren't even looking for him.
20 seconds left, 16 shot clock. Boston down 7.
Wow. They weren't able to get Tatum in this game either.
Yeah, he's still on the bench.
Well, he tried to substitute and there was no time.
3, 2, Jalen misses the layup. 3, 2, shoot it, Jimmy. Half court Jimmy.
Yeah, it's not even close. So
22-15.
Just back on the Rob Williams point real quick. He's more athletic, but we have Kevon Looney, who's also a great defender, one of the best rebounders around. And unlike Rob Williams, has a real passing ability. Am I on?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I can't see my stuff on the screen.
Oh, sorry. I did the wrong format. There we go.
Oh, good. So I think the whole we need Rob Williams, yeah, that's cool, but we have Looney.
We need a big man. We need a big man to be exact.
I know, and I think you have to understand that Looney and Rob Williams, that's not. It's not.
It's not. We need a Rob Williams. We need a big man. But then when they think big man, they're thinking a guy like Rob Williams. So I just wanted to remind everybody that when you knee jerk like that, or when you hear it, or when you see it on Twitter, it's just people just reacting emotionally without thinking.
But what I'm trying to say is, we already have Kevon Looney. You get what I mean? We have.
Well, they still want big men. Right, and they forget Draymond is the other one. So, so there's that, and the fact that who are you going to get at a veterans minimum, because that's all we can do. we can't do anything else because we got all these guys with large salaries, and so you're left with veterans minimums. So our big man has to be of the caliber of JaMychal Green. You're not going to get a pogo stick 6'10" guy for a veterans minimum. NBA
well, you could if you signed Marquese Chriss, but I don't know. I've been advocating that forever.
Well, we haven't seen him play in a while. I would not have.
I know. It's why.
I would not have envisioned him in a jumping contest with Rob Williams and coming close to winning that jumping contest. You know what I'm saying? So Marquese Chriss is pretty damn good pickup at a veterans minimum. So I think he would be, the ceiling of what you can get at a veterans minimum.
For who? I'm sorry.
In terms of inside rebounder type, Marquese Chriss would be a good pickup at veterans minimum, and that's probably as athletic a guy you can get. That's not, totally inexperienced type, right? Because you could go into the G League and find a athletic.
Yeah, what's a guy with experience? Yeah.
He's going to be so green. So I think Marquese Chriss is. You're right. I'll give you that. Like, he's a good pickup at a veterans minimum.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. I always liked him too, man. I just liked his personality and stuff. But, the one thing that makes the Celtics kind of dangerous is the fact that they can put Time Lord and Al Horford out there, size-wise. Because Horford can move well enough, and from a big man position, he can shoot extremely well. So it allows you to play with size and spacing at the same time. But we're back. Back second quarter. Miami 22, Boston 15.
Nick Nurse to the Sixers. Thank you, Aloha, for the reminder on that. So we got to mention that.
Interesting.
3-ball Duncan, no good. Tatum's back in.
And he's moving pretty well, looks like.
Looks good.
So his ankle's okay.
Oh, good defense by Highsmith. The ball ends up with Brogdon
up wide open lane, and they chucked the 3 again.
Exactly, chucked another 3. I mean, if they lose that way, that's what they get. Lowry fadeaway 2. What are these guys thinking? And that's a good call. Tony Brothers got a call right out on Brogdon.
Is it Hayward Highsmith? Is that his first name?
Haywood.
So
Haywood. Yeah. That was pretty good defense on Tatum. Although Tatum could have, attacked the hole because Highsmith had stumbled back and he didn't take advantage of it. Meanwhile, Robinson hits another 3.
Yep. There was a Celtics guy I was listening to kept saying this team is a team full of pandas, where if they get the bamboo, which is 3-point shooting, they're like almost impossible to stop. But they have to have bamboo, and that's all they can eat. It's just like they have to shoot 3 as well. Oh, and Tatum lost it.
Steal by Highsmith.
It's not even close. Timeout. They have to call timeout.
Good. Got to call timeout. 27-15.
12-point game.
Wow. Second quarter.
This is 27-15 without Butler or Adebayo doing all that much scoring, at least, too. Celtics have played very, very stiff here.
Bad basketball.
Yeah, their offense is strangely killing their defense. Very rarely happens where a team plays really hard defensively and their offense isn't going, and the offense actually starts to drain their defensive energy. Because generally, if you're playing good D, like eventually it gets you going, But haven't seen that happen yet.
Well, we'll do analyzing trade requests at halftime because I'm not about to go look at salary caps, which you guys got to do. Not you guys, just picking on JJ Parks here. At least go look at the salary cap tables and come up with a viable trade. At least do that if you're going to throw out a name. That's basics. But that alone, just looking at salary cap tables, I say this every live stream. Just looking at any of these will increase your IQ of the NBA tenfold.
Also maybe
switch to another team and look at every team. There's only 30 of them.
Also, maybe look at rotations too, right? You're going to play Draymond, Jared Allen, and Loon. Maybe that could work. I could see that working, but a little 10-man rotation to justify what the team would look like afterward might be nice in the comments. And you guys are smart enough to do that. I mean, just write down the highest paid people and write down the 10 of them and put together the best 2 rosters you can. You know? But anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, Nicole, how's your hubby doing? Doing all right? Are you in the same room? Has he been white knuckling it for the last 48 hours?
Have you
let us know? Give us some side entertainment there.
Have you got any medication for either outcome of this game?
Look at that. They haven't made a 3 yet? 0 for 11.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's again pandas. That's why they're not winning. They're not able to hit a 3.
Oh, say that one more time because I missed it. So you said the Panda analogy.
It was a Celtics commentator that I was listening to who kept calling this team a team of pandas.
Oh,
because
I see
pandas have to have their bamboo. That's literally all they can eat. Like it's the only thing they can't eat. And the Celtics bamboo is their 3-point shooting. If they have it, they'll thrive. They'll survive. If they don't have that 3-point shooting, they're going to starve to death. You know, I thought that was an excellent point. Yeah. He also said that if the Celtics win this game, he'll go on his podcast in a Kung Fu Panda suit after. And the Celtics missed another 3. See,
ATO is a 3? What the heck? Wow. I'm rooting for the Heat, and I'm like, thank you. Okay.
Well, we're all rooting for a good game here, not for the Celtics to just chuck away their, offense.
Bam against Smart. 4-3. Jump hook, no good against Smart. Pretty good defense, did all he could, and Bam.
Bam's outside. So who's down low? Who's preventing you from getting to the rim? Another 3.
Oh, he hit it. For 3 again. He makes it though. 1 for 13 or whatever it is.
When there's shot blockers up, go to the rim. You guys can dribble to the hoop, right? Oh, you know what? Right now they do.
Yeah. Bam against Horford. Let's see. No, he's looking for somebody. Hello. No one's moving. And here comes Vincent finally. He has to shoot a 3 with 3 on the shot. Hits it.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
12-point game. 18 to 30.
Grant Williams' face? Yeah, in Grant Williams' face. Miami's in zone. 3-2 zone. You can see Grant Williams getting ready to shoot a 3 in the corner. So foul on Heat, side out. Man, nobody came over, and then Gabe had to just create by himself. Of course, Jimmy's not on there, and it's Highsmith and Kyle Lowry. So not a whole lot of offense.
I'm very happy to see Gabe Vincent back, too. This guy's really earned his place in the league.
By the way, he sits down, and in comes Caleb Martin again. Interesting. They're in the zone. Horford against Bam, one-on-one as the zone is empty. Horford tips it out on Jalen. Miami ball 30-18. Look at the effort for the rebound.
They finally tried to get a shot inside, too, although maybe the old man Horford was not the best way to attack the hoop, but still, at least they tried.
Right. Bam against Marcus. No call. I like the Game 7 no call. Thank you. Yeah. Scott Foster, baby. Tony Brothers. And Jalen picks Duncan. And it's a foul on Duncan as he lost the ball. Fouled Jalen. Good hustle, Jalen. Celtics have, you got to respect their defense. Any other game, that's a chart.
They're showing the Marcus Smart. It's game 7, and you also don't want to put Adebayo in huge foul trouble for something like that.
Alley-oop to Jaylen Brown? Why would you do that? But whatever. Heat ball, they come down. Caleb Martin, 3-ball in transition corner from Lowry. Wow. These decisions by the Celtics. Well, in the zone again, Jalen over to Derrick. Attacks. Oh, leaves his feet. Okay, swing. Jalen for 3, got it.
There we go. 21.
Good move, 33. Derrick. Okay.
Or 33, 21.
He gets an assist. Pick and roll, Kyle Lowry. But, Lowry for 3? Hits it. What's going on here? Got some hero.
Well, they're on fire, and the Celtics are doing very little to actually pressure the Heat defense.
Hal Horford, no hesitation, catch and shoot, open 3 in the corner, and Tatum fouled Duncan Robinson. Yes, on the rebound. So a little, when you go in zone, you're kind of like, okay, I dare you to hit those corner 3s, and they're not.
Right. They're also like, hey, let's shoot a shot that the defense is giving us. Well, why don't you, I don't know, put pressure on the defense? Yeah.
All right, so it's Lowry against Horford. One matchup. Okay, switch back to White. Pick and roll, Highsmith. What a lead pass by Lowry. As Duncan Robinson.
You have to call him timeout.
On Horford. 17-point lead, down 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 38-21. Man, who would have thought? Lowry fouls JT driving. Good foul. He has fouls to use. And they're not even close to the penalty, I don't think. What a pass by Lowry, man. That's young Lowry. Still got that.
Look, pass. Until the Heat stop it, if I'm the Celtics, I'm putting the ball in Brown and Tatum's hands. I'm trying to get to the hoop as much as possible. And, well, there we go.
Oh, that's what happens. Jalen.
Yeah. Hey, that works.
Pass, Rob Williams smash. Hammer. 15 points difference. Lowry attacks, loses the ball, though, on the old man drive. Jason Tatum, 94 feet, good.
He timeout. Back in there. Didn't like that.
Spo.
He didn't like the effort on the defense, I think.
Lowry out. Lowry has played 8 minutes.
Sometimes watching highlights in real time makes you go, whoa, these guys are moving really fast. Like, it looks sped up almost, and it's not, I mean,
is Tatum hurting? I wasn't paying attention last time.
He was kind of very slightly wincing or kind of closing his eyes like that a little bit. He rolled his ankle on like the first play of the game, so that is a psychological thing where, like, you're ready to go, and then the very first thing that happens to you is your leader has that kind of extension of the ankle type twist, and
don't talk about trades yet. I'm saving it till halftime.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on that tangent. We'll miss the game.
After the game. Yeah. Halftime. Because there are a lot of – look, I will say this. The Warriors are very blessed for all the assets we have with – where if we decide to move some pieces, we'll still have really good pieces around our core. And we don't have to get rid of our core 3.
Speaking on the game, I just typed it in right now. I don't agree that Duncan Robinson should play more than Strus because Duncan is really weak on defense. Like, they hunt for him and
really weak on what? You cut out for a second.
Defense. They've been eating him up. Every time he goes in there, then they attack him, and he ends up fouling a guy. I would rather have Strus, honestly. But Duncan's good. Come in there, good spot minutes, hit your shot, and go offense.
Yeah, that's interesting. What I looked up what Nicole said. Obviously, we're not going to talk about it now because the game's going on. But there might be some problems on the Warriors side too.
We'll talk about
who knows?
It, yeah.
Who knows? We'll talk about it later. But thank you for bringing that up. Also, thank you for bringing up that reasonable trade.
The other trade was for who? Remember? Oh, I got to scroll back up. The other trade was for Jarrett Allen. So there's Jarrett Allen and Jrue Holiday trades that we'll talk about. Let's see. Okay.
This must be where he produced.
Yeah, it was like.
Okay. Should be all.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, man, I forgot to tweet out our link. Oh, well. Jimmy Butler throws it to Caleb. Driving on Horford, wants to create against Horford. Fades away. Good defense, Horford. It tips in, trickles in. Wow, Caleb Martin, man. Jeez, these guys. They're in the zone again. Maybe a boxing one, it might be on Tatum, who drives, misses it. Rob, put back. Jeez. So athletic.
All around and down.
He just has great timing to the ball.
He really does, man. He's an excellent.
Caleb attacks. Baseline scores. Rob is a tiny bit late. Falls to the ground. He's okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
4 on 5 as they're bringing up. Rob late. Up top. They're in zone. 3-2 zone. Yep.
Oh nice. Yeah.
Laser pass. Jalen scores inside. Laser pass
Brown.
By Jason.
Still one of the best finishers around the rim, I think, in the league.
13-point lead. Oh, nice handoff. Duncan. This is the layup. Jalen rebound. Jalen brings it against Duncan.
No.
Sizing him up.
No.
Oh, sidestep three gets blocked. What? By Duncan.
Well,
gets blocked.
Wow. I read that they were going to chuck a three for like 10 seconds.
You just scored inside. That's so weird.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You just scored inside, but I don't know.
The Celtics got it back. The Celtics got it back. We were angry enough with them that they're going to get another shot.
Pass for whatever reason. Derrick stole it. Chalk up another steal for Derrick.
Well, Tatum went inside and it worked. Huh.
Duncan wants a foul on Tatum, but no, that's just part of it, man. Got hit in the chin. Too bad.
Got it. It's on its feet.
Jimmy does not pull up for a three. That's good.
Also picked up a live dribble for no reason.
Against Jalen. Inside, out, extra pass. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
Vincent.
Gabe scores a three. Extra pass, Caleb. Wow. Corner three. Yep. That's
just shooting over 50% from three here.
Interesting. Yeah. 6 for 12.
Oh, they almost threw it away. They didn't.
Pass again by Jalen. Man, Derrick will shoot a three with 6 on the clock, hits it. Jeez.
It's an 11-point game.
Where would they be without Derrick?
Well, they would be home. That's easy.
Bam attacks. Rob, we all want to see that matchup. Rob foul. What a matchup. Jason wants a review. I don't think he'll get it this early.
How do you think
beautiful matchup.
How do you think Bam's been playing, by the way?
That's still great defense. That might be clean.
He was back. He was back. Yeah, a little early to use the challenge, but maybe.
I think you had to call that in terms of just the way Bam attacked, it was a good attack. And
there might have been some offhand stuff that
hard to really. That's why Jason Tatum right now is just jawing at Tony Brothers, jawing at him, and he got Tony to nod, so got his point across.
What? He's jawing at him for what?
But because I think Rob got clean ball on that one. Rob will.
Well, I didn't see the offhand. But, he could have.
Yeah, and also
put his hand on his hip or whatever.
Had such a pretty move. Like he just had the whole defense on his heels. It was a nice move, strong move. You kind of reward that.
Yeah.
So, hard to just let
I wish
that
Steph
one
got
go
rewarded for that, but whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, just the way he got downhill was impressive. Jalen gets the switch, and Smart against Bam. Bam, a little too much physicality. Too much physicality. Smart goes to the floor, and they'll call Bam for that. He's arguing.
How many fouls does he have? You know?
Bam has one.
Oh, it's only one, huh? Mm.
Yeah.
That's true. Probably just not.
All right, here we go.
Smart.
Corner three, Smart, no good. Bam's there to tip it to Butler. Wow. Butler will get the rebound, but Bam's hustle. Brings it up against Al. Goes to Gabe. Pick and roll. No. Down low to Jimmy against Derrick. That's what they want. ISO. Pick up ball type. No good.
Celtics
no
ball.
Good. Oh! Caleb flies in and they call it out on Tatum. Wow.
Wait a minute. They call it out on Tatum?
Yeah. Let's see. Caleb flies in. Physicality there, but I don't know. Game 7, no call? Yeah. I don't know.
Heat ball, 14 seconds on the clock.
Handoff Strus against Jalen. Pretty good handle, Strus. He throws up a prayer.
God, he almost made it, too.
In, but he missed it. Wow, he wanted a foul. JT, good move. Over to Al for 3, no good.
Oh, Derrick White saved it again.
He's got
saved the possession again. Leads. Everybody else is playing kind of dumb.
Bam. What a matchup. Jason fadeaway on Bam. No good. Jimmy rebound. 13-point lead, 2:48 to go.
I'm kind of okay with that shot, JT. It was open and put a little pressure on the D.
Oh, they're gonna get Jimmy for the. They should have got him for the first forearm. They didn't, but Scott Foster got him for the second one. And that's got to be on Bam.
I think it was a moving screen. Yeah, it's Bam is 3 now. So those two quick ones for him.
They didn't update when it said 1. They hadn't updated it to 2.
Right. Okay.
2,
okay. That makes sense.
Sometimes the scorekeepers they don't punch it in until they know for sure, and it's late.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Tatum against Gabe. Tatum. Inside to Al. Good extra pass to Smart for 3. Good. Man, wow.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if Adebayo's out, go to the hoop. But they hit the 3, so. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, they did enter it to Horford, so that was good.
Yeah. They got it inside at least.
1 point.
Actually looked at the
Gabe
rim.
Trying to stop the momentum. Nope. He's short, but it goes right to Martin. And then he feeds Jimmy. Jump hook, no good. Tatum rebound.
Celtics have to be more aggressive towards the loose balls here, man. This is do or die at home. Like, go all out.
Jason versus Highsmith. Got the right step. Good. Bucket good. Tough to stop that one. That's your first team All-NBA bucket right there.
Yep, definitely. And going to the hoop.
Gabe, left side.
Not
good
a jumper.
Hesitation dribble. Over to Jimmy for the corner.
Oh, my God.
Good. Oh, that's your Jimmy. That's a Himmy 3, man. Catch and shoot over Tatum.
I keep thinking Jimmy Butler's an All-NBA player every year.
Yep.
And
he steals from Derrick. Wow, he wants a take foul. Will he get it? Probably not, because Jalen did what he could to tip it back to himself. I don't think that's a take.
Yeah, foul. I don't think they'll give him a take foul now.
But it did.
It wasn't clear path.
Hopefully it's only a second foul on Brown. Oh boy, we've got Nicole's doing something for us in the comments, fending off, doing some myth busting. We'll get to that. We'll help you out soon. Jimmy against Derrick. Good matchup. Here we go. And he takes him. Got the step. Beautiful. Man, Jimmy. That's against Derrick White. That's not easy. He just lulls him and then got you left-handed, shoulder down. Wow. Jalen back up to Marcus. He's against Gabe. We'll post him up.
Into the hoop. Yeah, the Heat have absolutely no defensive pressure at the rim. They have just
doing
not
that every
without a bio out. Yeah.
11-point lead for Miami. Jimmy against Jalen. Strus and Highsmith. Nope. Just by himself up there. We'll take Derrick. Attacks him right-handed. Great defense, Derrick. Rebound.
Was that an air ball or was that an alley-oop?
Oh, I thought it was an air ball. No Bam on the floor. I don't think he'd alley-oop to Highsmith. So,
yeah,
probably an air ball. I give credit to Derrick. Just great defense.
Yeah, he's a great defender.
Strus.
Oh, please go to the hoop.
Jason will step back for 3. Short. Caleb. Got to shoot it from half court. Oh, extra pass to Highsmith. Banker, no good.
Yeah, I like the
escape the bullet.
I like the awareness of time that I can still get one more pass off. But
Jimmy has lost.
Heat are playing well. Celtics start off playing really well, then just
Nicole wanted a flop on
Smat.
Okay, what is Stanley talking about here? Talks more. We're talking about Draymond again. Man, you guys are really drinking that Twitter Kool-Aid.
Draymond's friends with LeBron. What? How can he compete against him other than the fact that he won 3 finals against him?
Literally, Draymond on the podium says he wants to be a Warrior for life. Wasn't good enough. That
made
wasn't
fun of
good
everybody
enough
for saying made fun of everybody on his podcast, saying like, "You guys think I'm rooting for some other I'm a Golden State Warriors player." Don't you get it? Yeah, Draymond is going to be friends with LeBron, who's a brilliant basketball mind and one of the best players ever. And I still, obviously, I'm a Steph guy, but LeBron's already friends with Steph. Sorry, Draymond's already friends with Steph. I don't know. What's the big deal? Does he not compete hard enough?
Outraged people want to be outraged
because he was talking about how they were going to come back and
my itch is to be outraged today. I'm bored with my life and I need something. Something in life.
Scratching your itch. It's bleeding all over the place.
That's the thing. People don't realize it. The itch that you're scratching on Twitter is making you bleed.
And you're bleeding on other people.
It made the guy that wanted to fire Eric Lewis as an NBA ref, he's bleeding. He doesn't realize he's scratching that itch just to bleed. It's what's the point of you literally wanted to cancel Eric Lewis. You have got to be one angry person to go through that trouble.
I mean, I get if there's a burner account for a ref where he's defending himself, it's a little weird, There's actually something, but once it's I'm his brother. Okay, that's not a story anymore. Next,
I advise people just scroll by it. You don't need to react to everything. You don't need to scratch every itch. In fact, there is no itch. It's a myth.
Yeah.
The problem with Twitter was never Elon Musk. Twitter was Twitter before he arrived. And so people have got it all wrong. It just makes people mad.
I don't like that he invited back on some people who have been banned, though. It felt like, oh, no, we're fine with, hey, they were banned for a reason. You know what I mean? I don't know. But not being on the app and not really caring at all about what happens with Twitter or whether it disappears forever or changes. I really don't care. Yeah.
And I said this last time. Nicole, good point. I don't see why people are so offended with
Twitter's
their
become
friendship.
muskier. Twitter has become muskier.
If you go read the Nick DePaula article on how LeBron got signed by Nike, interesting. Nick DePaula, not Nick Nurse. Nick DePaula. Go read his article on ESPN. It's fantastic. It's like the story is akin to right here. The story is akin to the movie Air about Jordan signing with Nike. It's a different story, totally different, but it shows you the behind the scenes of the type of person LeBron is, and we know that there's some things about him that we don't agree. We don't like his flopping, this, that, the other thing. But
just
as
say
far
AAU,
as
whatever.
Yeah. He what AAU? What's that mean?
Well, just the AAU type attitude. You know, LeBron is huge in that.
Oh yeah, I'm the king and all of that. But if you read this article, you'll see some of the good parts of what he does, which is he makes sure he takes care of everybody. He makes sure that back in the hood that they're recognized. Like, don't forget about all of those people. And of course, he's done that with his nonprofit stuff. Of course, you know, we all know about his school that he built.
Yep,
so I thought that
I Promise school or
that this story really talks about that part. And I can see how Draymond can be attracted to that part of LeBron because it is pretty cool stuff that LeBron is doing off the court, business-wise. And I just think that Draymond really appreciates that and really feels like that's game-changing in terms of life. So that's why he's so effusively praising LeBron all the time. I think that's part of it. And yeah, it might be a little over the top sometimes, but I think just have some comfort in the fact that Draymond has already said multiple times he wants to end his career as a Warrior. It's quite simple.
He has always chosen Steph and the Warriors over everything else. Every time his actions say that. So I think I'm going to take a quick break here, if that's okay with you, Rich. And
all right. When you come back, we'll talk trades.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, I can't stand LeBron's on-court antics either. I don't even like the fact that he can just bully you and take you to the rim when he wants to. That's very highly skilled, but it also is just bully ball in a way. And I hate that he just has that advantage over like Steph. Like him versus Steph one-on-one on a pickup basketball court. You know, he's just going to try to bully Steph every single time to the hoop. And I hate that Steph has nothing to do about it, because I used to be the scrawny guy as well. You know, I wasn't the linebacker type. And there were guys like that in my league, in the Japanese league that I played in, that were like, oh gosh, I got to play against this bully again. And it's like, I can't stand those types of players, but they exist, and it's part of the ecosphere. And LeBron has been the best at it of all time. So I don't like that part. And that's why I don't like him arguing with the ref. That literally is the basis of my disdain for him arguing with the ref, because dude, you're 6'8.5", and you're like bigger than everybody, and you got to argue to the ref. I mean, stop it. Right? So those are the basketball things I can't stand about LeBron, but I do get that I would be the first one in line to go, oh, can I do business with you, LeBron? Because your tide is going to lift all boats business-wise. I would love to, if LeBron were to call me up and say, hey, we want Let's Go Warriors to be the Warriors channel on my next whatever it is, I'd be, thank you. You know, I'd be, wow, I'm blessed. Like, I get to be under your wing business-wise. Hell yeah, man. He's probably more successful business-wise than anybody else. Literally, other than Michael himself, who, is riding the coattails of Air Jordan brand, but LeBron's diversity in all business, that is the crown jewel of basketball business out there. And yes, I mean, he's way, way above Steph. Steph does a lot, but LeBron's coming out with a movie every 2 months, guys. I mean, he gets funding from Chinese companies to make movies that we go see in theaters, man. Like once every quarter, there's a film by LeBron. It's insane. Steph is getting there, but he's not quite at that level yet, and he does it differently. And Steph does it his own way, which is also a great way to do it. But I mean, there's no question. And LeBron was there. He started his business way before Steph got there. So he's got 5+ year lead on Steph. So it's nothing to be ashamed about. But the fact of the matter is, LeBron is by far the most successful, and diversified, other than Air Jordan. But Air Jordan is just, what do you know? What else does Michael do? We don't know. He keeps that under wraps. So him and LeBron are just like insane in terms of off the court stuff. So I really don't have a problem with Draymond's relationship with LeBron. In fact, I envy Draymond on that front. And yeah, there's the whole thing about the Maverick throwing Steph's defense under the bus and Draymond not saying anything. Yeah, I mean, sure, someday maybe Draymond can tell us why he didn't stand up for Steph, but it could have been because Maverick helped Draymond. And so Draymond at that moment in time didn't feel like sparring with Maverick at the time. And actually, Steph has played way better defense since that talk. So, maybe Draymond actually thought Steph's defense was vulnerable more so than it is now. I mean, I just choose to look at the positive aspects of this relationship, and I'm justifying it just with positive attributes. But what are you gonna, everything in life, you can label it positive or negative. So why not just label it positive? All the people that you have relationships with, why not just look at their positives? That's why you're friends with them in the first place. Then some negative things happen. Yeah, I get that. It happens. But then now you can look at those negative things and pick out the positive things of those experiences and make it positive so that it's no longer negative to you. For example, you can say that I learned so much from that experience that it's made me a better person. That's a positive way to look at something bad that happened to you. But in fact, it's no longer bad. It's actually a good thing because now you're a better person from the bad experience that you had. So I'm saying, don't even label it bad in the first place. Just trust that it'll turn out okay. I think that's applicable to almost everything in life. So that's why I embrace it and I encourage it and I insist on it. Let's go that route. There's Bruce got giving us all the MJ businesses. So, all right. Percy's just going to disagree with me. Got it. But I'm still, I challenge you, try and think of it in a positive aspect. It could change your life. It could change your life. Steph has the ratings. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't talking about on the court. I'm talking about off the court. Impressed with the Heat. Yeah, by the way, we got the Heat-Celtics game. So back to the trade requests, trade scenarios. If you look at Milwaukee, why would you trade a big 3 piece for a non-big three piece. Like you need a win now. You're telling me Jordan Poole is a big three piece? You're telling me Jonathan Kuminga is a big three piece? He's not. You have to, especially in the East, you need to bring the talent against Boston. You're not going to Sacramento King your way to the Eastern Conference Finals. You just can't. Like, the East is a totally different conference where you need this grit, you need talent. The talent, like Jaylen Brown, will make mistakes. Boston will take some bad shots, but at the end of the day, the makeup of the East is based on big three. So you need guys that can make shots, right? So here we're looking at Giannis, Chris, Jrue. There is no way they're trading any of those three for someone who wouldn't be considered one of those three. Jordan Poole is not there yet. He is in the future. Very possible that he could be a big three type guy. I hope he is, because someone's going to have to, go into the next generation after our big three. So I just don't think Milwaukee makes this trade, although transactionally it makes sense. The numbers add up. And in the future, JK next year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, JK is going to be a beast. Jordan Poole with 7 years of experience should be as good as Chris Middleton. But that's 2 years away. They need a win now. They just fired a guy because they couldn't win now. So I hope I've blown that theory to smithereens, really. I do respect Nate Jones. He does offer better trade scenarios than usual. So, and I could be wrong. Tomorrow, Milwaukee could just totally flip the script on me. I look at the East and all these teams are pretty much of the similar ilk. You don't really have Warriors or Sacramento Kings that have a system in place to get you up the standings and maximize your talent. What you have is just talent. Brooklyn was built on big three, and it didn't work. Philly was built on big three. That didn't work. Milwaukee, Boston's built on big three. Just match all this talent together and get a coach that motivates you, that will make you run through a brick wall. Mazzulla, Spoelstra. That's the East. It just so happens. And we're not building our team that way. Although we do have our big three, it's just different. We're not ISOing them, and we're not saying, oh, just get the ball to, Jaylen, let him work. We don't go give the ball to Klay and let him work. We don't do that, right? We're different. We're like the Kings. We're moving around and trying to create openings and forcing the defense to move. So Milwaukee's not getting rid of Jrue. It has to be another superstar in return.
We are.
And then the other one, the Jared Allen one, we'll talk about that later. Jimmy with the 3 first possession.
Yeah, it's a 14-point game.
Good comment, Elijah.
I wonder if being down maybe helped the Celtics in the locker room now. Oh, Jaylen Brown with the Kobe
fadeaway, Jaylen.
But they might be focused on what do we do about the lead rather than all the history and everything. And maybe that'll help calm down the Celtics a little bit. The Heat don't seem to care. They're just playing nice, relaxed basketball.
Lefty layup.
Yep. Point game again. And very low scoring for the Celtics.
Jaylen layup, no good. Caleb rebound, Gabe survives. So it's 3-on-5 as Gabe and Caleb come back late. They crashed.
And Butler just calmly lets everything set up.
Yeah, Celtics should have, put some pressure. 2 guys are down. Anyways, Gabe baseline against Derrick. Fade away, tough shot, missed it. Man, I would have I don't know what I would have done if he made that.
JT.
Tatum with the Euro. It's a travel. Brothers
called
it a travel.
Travel. Wow.
I think he's right.
I don't know. We're not seeing that replay right now.
I don't know if he called that in Game 7. I just, I don't think you can be that much of a stickler in Game 7. I wouldn't have called it even if I knew that he traveled as a ref. Just let things go.
He getting
Jimmy
into the paint again. Timeout.
16-point lead. Timeout, Boston.
Boston's upset, I think, about that Tatum call. I wonder if we'll get a replay.
Yep.
Probably.
That's what Brent Williams is out of his seat about.
No.
And we're not going to get that replay for a while because they should do it in reverse chronological, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they showed the Jimmy one. Okay. LeBron does love Steph. All right.
He's a first half merchant. I
hear you, Posty. I'll give you credit for that. I'll hear you. All right. What else are we talking about? Good comments, guys. Appreciate you all. Got 46 people. Actually, I'm going to go social media right now since it's been a while and tweet out our link and stuff. So take the floor, Dean.
Well, I think
catch yourself on comments if you want to.
On what?
Able. On comments, unless you have stuff that you want to talk about.
Well, I mean, honestly, right now I'm focused on this game that we're watching. I'm just trying to
good.
Yeah,
we can talk about all other stuff after the game.
Yeah, which is someone said Elijah said Jaylen Brown's problems is dribbling, which I could see, and but he's also a first half merchant. I don't even know what that means. You're saying he doesn't care in the first half, or he only plays well. I just don't really agree with that. So yeah, but I don't think he. Elijah said Brown can have 19 in the first half and finish 25 points. I don't know. I just don't think that's the kind of player he is as well. In the first half, I'm going to put up a lot of shots, and I'm going to not play hard in the second. I don't know. This dude. Look, this dude was excellent against us in the finals. That plays a role in that. He was kind of the best player for the Celtics in that series, which you don't want if you're the Celtics. You want him and him and Tatum to both be able to take over. But maybe it's just the respect I gained from him watching Brown against us. But he was a real problem, and they're going to need him this game to continue attacking the rim because he's better than that. At that, I mean, than Tatum is, I think. So, I had an idea of Tatum at point guard, Brown shooting guard, Williams small forward, Horford power forward, and Grant Williams at small forward. I mean, and Robert Williams at center, just to go really huge, and still have playmaking, plenty of perimeter shooting, and things like that. But the Celtics need to go at the rim, man. They're just taking way too many jump shots here. They're taking way too many contested outside shots without getting something going. And
little full court press
away.
Nice call.
No one came back.
Gabe knocked the ball out. Boston ball still, but
that's where you have someone at half court ready to inbound.
Right.
In case something like that happens.
You learn that in high school. Look at Gabe give physicality on Smart, but Smart got the ball in. I'll be with you guys in a
Celtics
sec.
meant. Well, Tatum tried to bank it straight on. I think he actually tried to bank that, and it didn't go in.
And with the rebound, Jimmy brings it up, crosses over Smart. What a crossover! Takes Jalen. Finger roll, no good. Horford rebound out to Jalen. Over to Derrick. attacks. Bam, left side. Oh, too much body by Jimmy. He'll go to the line. Derrick to the line. Oh, let's see.
Do you remember what the biggest lead for the Celtics was last year in Game 7 against the Heat? When the Heat came roaring back.
I didn't really watch the series.
No. I was watching it because
Clarkson.
I had picked the Celtics against the Dubs in finals, and so did Draymond. And the Celtics had the lead like the whole game, and the Heat came back and had a Jimmy Butler 3 to put them up 1 or tie or something like that. But these teams have met each other as Derrick White hits both. It's 59-45 Heat to Celtics right now.
9:35 to go. Gabe, who's been playing like an all-star, man. Pick and roll, bam. Pulls up to 2, no good. Good defense, Jalen. Rebound, Rob. Jalen against Gabe, left side. Bam's there to help. Jalen.
I gotta say,
with Rob. Smart. Against Jimmy. Over to Derrick. Late 3.
He hit it.
Hits it.
See, that's where there was 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That's more acceptable than 18. You know what I mean? Move the ball around a little bit, catch and shoot. That's more reasonable. I gotta say, I like the way this game's being officiated too. By the way, haven't had a lot of problems with the calls.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy over to Caleb, back to Jimmy against Rob, 1-on-1. Fadeaway 2-pointer, in and out, toilet bowl out. Oh, Jason is hurting after he rebounds it. Winces in pain. Derrick left side. Strus attacks.
Oh, he did it again and won.
Right. Where would they be without him? It's going to be
again. They would be at home. They would be at home.
8-point game.
They wouldn't be playing anymore.
If he can hit the free throw, it will only be 8 points. What the heck? So they got a 3. Who else scored this whole time? Man, that's a quick little run.
Yeah.
Suddenly. Wow, Derrick's been unbelievable. 8:29 to go. Free throw is good. All right, here comes Gabe. 8:25 to go. 8-point lead. Bam, up top. And they go post up. Jimmy against Derrick. Good matchup. Throws it to Caleb. Shoots a 2. Good. Man.
A little open mid-range.
So impressive. All right, Jalen against Jimmy.
Let's say Tatum.
Tatum tries to draw foul, throws it to Jalen, and Jimmy picks him. Wow. Caleb over to Gabe. Good patience. Nobody's open. Bam posts up Derrick.
Get Robert back down there.
Here comes the help. Swing to Jimmy in the corner. Shoots a 3 over Marcus. No good. They got to be like, Boston has got to be like, oh, thank goodness he missed that.
I know Tatum's a little hurt, but he has to be more aggressive here.
Jalen for 3, no
shot,
good.
But no.
Bruce. Yeah, I think Jason's a little. Well, I mean, either he's wincing in pain too much, or he just doesn't drive as much.
He doesn't drive enough.
Caleb fadeaway, 2-pointer fadeaway, spinning baseline over Derrick.
This has been a role player game, by the way. Like the role players are playing really well on both sides, and the stars are kind of not.
Points. He's got 18 and 8.
God, the Celtics have already taken 50 3-point shots.
Entry pass.
Yeah, it's a 10-point game.
That's insane. What? The
Celtics
50 shots?
Have already taken 50 3-pointers. And it's a little bit over
24.
Huh?
24 threes.
Oh, they just said 8
Not 50. That'd be incredible. No way.
Maybe. Well, that's why I was surprised. There was something that came up, though. There was something that came up on TV that said they were 8 of 50. So maybe that's over these last 2 games from 3.
Well, it's okay. Anyways, Bam missed, and Derrick misses a three.
Nah, it's just not enough energy out there.
Regress to the mean there. It's not Klay Thompson.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jimmy gets the switch, but Rob stops him like a brick wall. Jimmy against Rob in the corner. Takes him baseline. Got the step. No call. Out of bounds on Smart.
Yeah, it was off,
I thought
it was
for sure
off his
they
foot.
Call. Good no call. I like it. Game 7.
There's 14 seconds left on the shot clock again now here. The Celtics are not fast enough to the ball. Man, honestly, they might need to put in Grant Williams just for some toughness.
All right, baseline inbound. Oh, risky. Over to Bam. He tips it over to Strus for
Unbelievable.
3.
These guys can't miss.
Wow.
Not Butler out of bio.
For Miami to shoot 10 for 19. We could have used that.
Oh, my God.
In our game 6.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's come back to the present. Derrick White against Bam.
Oh, such a Warriors problem. In the paint, throws it back out for 3. Wait till there's 3 seconds left on the clock. Brown puts it up.
And they had Rob against Gabe. Well, Rob gets the rebound.
It's good.
With, 3, it's good.
They needed that. They need JT to get going.
Limping around. 10-point lead, Miami. 5-10. Gabe walks it up. They leave him. Wow.
No, they don't crash the boards.
And rebound Gabe. Over to Bam. Jump hook, no good. They dodged the bullet. Boston dodged the bullet.
Both team stars aren't playing that well. Oh, it's
Derrick
White again.
Scored. Timeout.
Back to 8.
Good timeout.
The Heat have not been able to put the Celtics away.
TD Garden going crazy.
Yep.
Q3 449.
Oh, please, let's call it the Boston Garden. I know it's called TD, but by the way, probably most of you don't care, but the Delta Center is back. They put the sign back up on the Jazz Arena. It's called the Delta Center again, which is nice rather than Vivid, Smart Home, whatever. So, just a little arena news. Yeah, I think I'd put Woods in there just for, feels like, Jalen Smart is a guy who's diving on the ground, and the Celtics are just playing a little too cool, I like calm, but too cool for the moment, Like, this is Game 7 at home, man. Forget anything else. It's Game 7 at home. Like, dive on the ground for a ball, I get that Tatum's a little hurt.
Heat need a big man.
Heat need that. We definitely cannot get rid of Kevon Looney. Like, no way.
Yeah, we're good.
He's basically untouchable. He's got 3 rings, 5 finals worth of experience. Or he's on 5 finals teams. And he's vital to our team and has a great contract. So that, like,
2 more years.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Wait, should we just abandon that? Let's go play by play from Nicole. That might be more fun.
Yeah, mic him up. We will get demonetized, I'm sure, but that's okay.
I'll be right back. Getting some
Speaking of which, please splash the like button, people. Oh, I did it here. I haven't already. Yep. Oh, yeah. I left a comment here. I left a comment in the live chat at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was pretty excited for this. But look, Nicole, if the cops show up, 2 simple words. Game 7. They'll go, oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll listen to it on the radio or whatever. He's channeling Spo. Man, I don't know. You think Spo gets real emotional? He does seem like a guy who can rep into a team if necessary, but that's not his MO, Who's losing? I mean, who's winning? The Heat are winning. No one's lost yet.
Be careful.
Look, I'm just glad it's not like an 18-point blowout.
Mr. Pereira. What's going on in there? Domestic abuse? No, just kidding.
Oh God, please!
It's so loud. Probably very loud over there.
Disturbing the peace,
Probably.
Hey, you can imagine what it's like in the Boston bars right now. Yeah, 1,000 coaches are all drunk.
Here comes all right, Jimmy against Marcus. Over to Bam. They try to go. No. Jimmy cut, nothing. Strus gets the handoff over to Jimmy in the corner against Smart. 7, 6, 1-on-1. Kobe fade away. No good. Bricked it.
Yeah.
Tatum rebound, limps it. Derrick brings it up against Jimmy.
Yeah, he's in real pain. But if you get him low, that'll help him not have to explode.
Oh, Derrick got the step. Beautiful.
And one again.
They're calling travel. Traveling. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Pretty sure that was Global. Global made the call.
That's not a – I don't think that's a travel.
I would not have called that a travel.
Yeah, I might have challenged that,
That's a regular season travel. Regular season travel, but it's not a Game 7 travel. It's just not. It's got to be obvious.
With the physicality, like if it can be half travel, half foul, don't call anything.
Please swallow the whistle from this point on, please. Bam, 1-on-1 against Jalen.
Oh, too late. They didn't get a shot off.
Jimmy.
They didn't get a shot off. He didn't know.
Jimmy with a little bit of a brain fart right there.
It happens to everybody. It happens to everybody in the league at some point. Bill Russell, Jordan, everybody. So.
Horford was there too, so credit Horford for that. And
yeah,
is Jimmy?
But Butler didn't even know.
Jimmy's fine. Jimmy's trying to summon the energy for later. All right, entry pass to Al.
They saved it.
Over to Jalen. Jalen out to Derrick. He's been the hero for the Celtics tonight. Too much physicality by Gabe. Foul call by Goebel. Probably the right call. Looked like a lot of contact. And so, here's the replay.
Oh yeah, he hacked him.
His right hand was doing too much of hacking.
Yeah, I mean,
even though he sold it pretty well.
Swipe down is what I'm saying.
Swipe down and then put your hand up.
Yeah. Oh, I missed the first one though.
Derrick missed. So 8-point lead still, 3:33 to go.
It seems like a rare miss from the free throw line.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Nicole's got stories.
It's the neighbors.
Right? It does feel like an 80s game. Sidney Moncrief.
It's Sidney Moncrief.
All right.
Underrated basketball player, Mr. Moncrief.
That's the Sidney Moncrief reference. Only in our chat. It's amazing. Elijah. Bam, high post. Handoff Strus, shoots it, misses it. It's all or nothing for Strus on those plays.
Wow.
Foul on Lowry. Are they in a bonus? No.
Oh, Lowry. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jimmy did kind of.
Butler, he's wincing a little bit.
Tweak his foot.
Yeah, something. All right, look, it's playoffs, man. Everybody's already a little hurt anyway.
Yeah, you got all summer to heal. Derrick pulls up over Strus, short.
Oh, wow, that looked like an over the back, but okay.
Good rebound, though, against Grant. Bigger guy. Mm-hmm. Caleb to Lowry. Jalen switches onto him. Over to Jimmy. 8, 7, 6. Jimmy against Derrick. Attacks. Got him left, but now dishes the band. Got to throw it. He shows it. Throws it up. No good.
The Celtics defense has been pretty good. They keep getting the Heat taking end of the shot clock, type stuff, which is a little forced.
Jalen attacks Kyle.
Can't get anything going.
Bam,
that's where a little.
Lowry against Derrick. Pick and roll. Bam. Shoots it. Runner, no good.
There's a foul on the court.
Foul on
Butler? Oh, sorry.
Jalen.
Butler. Yeah.
Yeah. Foul on Jalen. Ref threw up 7 fingers. Alonzo Mourning. What's up, bro?
And Pat Riley, too. Oh,
yeah.
Hannibal Lecter.
I mean, you knew Riley would be there, but man, to see Alonzo Mourning there, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I think he's part of the front office. Oh, my God, Jimmy did it.
Oh, is he? Okay, cool. Jimmy sidestep 3, step back over Al. Pretty good shot. Grant for 3.
Nice pass by Jaylen Brown.
Wow. Jalen. Man, okay.
It's
so
right
now
back to
Miami
7 where
cannot
it
give
was.
those up. And don't give up another one of those, Miami. 7-point lead. 1:36 to go. Third quarter. Pick and roll. Jimmy and Bam. Now we got Bam posting up Grant. Good matchup. Lefty attack. Good. What a move. Bam had a bio.
I think you got to get Tatum a shot here, man. If you can.
Horford. Travel? No. Offensive foul on Jalen. Bad screen.
Crazy.
How many fouls on him? 3. 5 turnovers. Jeez. Oh, you cannot do 5 turnovers in a game 7. 9-point lead, Miami. 1:18 to go. Smart comes in for Horford.
Stand up, Blake.
Lowry brings it up on Jalen. Lowry back up top. Pick and roll Jimmy. Nope. Jimmy rolls early. Over to Jimmy in the corner. 1-on-1 Jalen. What's going to happen? He shoots a 3. It's way off. But Strus got the rebound. It gets blocked. Derrick White, another defensive play. Jeez.
And another near end shot clock shot for the Heat.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't airball it, I guess.
It's going to be Jimmy or bust. I mean, that's what it's trending towards. That's not a block shot by Derrick. He should have got a block on that one. He blocked Strus from behind. Oh, so Miami fouled Tatum, so he goes to the line. 52.1 to go. Can cut it to 7. One more coming up.
If the Celtics are going into half at around 7, they have a strong chance here. He hits them both.
Jason makes it. 7-point lead. 52.1. Caleb will bring it up. Ulster calls out a play, but I don't know that matters. It's just whoever wants to initiate the play. Jimmy against Smart. Gets the switch with Tatum. Jimmy against Tatum. ISO'd. They called this out. Spolster wanted. That's a push on Tatum. No call. Caleb gets the ball.
My God. Why jump? Why jump?
Unbelievable. Man, Caleb Martin. Wow.
It's terrible defense by Grant Williams. It's just what's the point of jumping?
Too easy.
Just stick with your man.
16 seconds, 9 on the clock. 8, 7, 6. What? Derrick, hello. He goes finally against Highsmith, draws a foul, almost makes the shot.
Yeah.
So
Derrick White really balling out here.
Yeah. Let's look at Derrick White's contract because he deserves more after this game. Let's see. What is his contract
15
situation?
million, 18 million, something like that.
You're right. 18 million signed for 2 more years.
It's the first.
Deservedly so.
Yeah. I liked him in San Antonio. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the Celtics have a lot of men.
Fork out nearly 20 million coming off the bench. That's a good call. Who knew? They knew.
And Brogdon has not really been healthy for a lot of this series too, which would have probably helped the Celtics a little bit. But Derrick White's stepping up.
Yeah, $22 million free
agent.
Second.
He seems to be an excellent free throw shooter. These almost all but one of them have been basically.
Caleb up 8, 9, 5, 4. Oh, nice move against Jason, but gets help. Shoots a fadeaway jump. Oh, my goodness. Fadeaway baseline. Marcus Smart from three-quarter court off the board. 10-point lead going to the fourth. Oh, here we go.
The
2-3. Caleb, wow.
The Heat, man. They're getting basically Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin here. Just
it is Derrick
able
White
to hit
versus
tough
Caleb
shots for the answer every time the Celtics try and make a move. So, most painful 0-3 comeback was Sharks losing to the LA Kings.
I definitely missed that one. I don't watch hockey.
I got more into hockey last year. It's actually pretty fun, man. So
Megamind, is that Derrick White? Who's Megamind? That Derrick White? Do you know?
It's got to be. No, I don't. I never heard that before. But
okay, let's look at
with the hair, I guess.
Megamind. I didn't even know where that comes from.
Yeah, I said it's Derrick
Come on,
White.
So slow. Okay, so that's got to be Derrick White. Looks like Derrick White. We just looked at that. We just looked at it and we said he doesn't need a raise. He's getting what he deserves, which is $18 million.
Yep. Pretty solid contract there for the Celtics over the next 2 years too, and this year obviously.
Yep. They just got to take care of this, and then they can move on from there. Did they sign Gallinari with the mid-level? So they're good for them. He can just player option that, and they'll get a healthy Danilo next year.
Which I think is very likely, considering he was unable to.
It's just a matter of paying a whole bunch of luxury and penalty for next year.
Well, and next year is going to be lower than the year after that by a significant amount too, because you imagine that Jaylen Brown contract kick in, which I think it'll be around 53 million or so for him, because I think it's 53, 56, 59, 62, 65 over 5 years. That equals about $295 million.
They're locked up. Look at that. They're locked up.
Yeah. And of course, it's, they do have a little bit
of. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. The Heat are not going to be able to get anybody after these runs. No one's going to want to move to Miami. They're going to struggle to be a free agent destination. Sure.
Yeah, but they've still got to. I mean, this is some good continuity. I mean, yeah, that's a good looking roster. That's pretty much locked up.
And they're young. They're pretty young too, around Tatum and Brown. Obviously, Tatum's he's like, what is he, 24? I think.
Yeah, it's unfair.
It's crazy. We're unfair, Rich. You want to?
Yeah, I know.
We have an unfair roster, except it's not unfair because we actually built it.
Just like we got 4 titles. All right.
Well, I'm talking about this.
Jason misses a layup. Good pass.
You know what? I think I'm okay with that. That was aggressive to the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, Jason's hurting. Caleb for 3, line drive splash. What? Give him the MVP. Finals MVP.
Oh, no.
Eastern Conference MVP. I don't know. They're going to give it to Jimmy.
Not if they lose. They're not. Brown to the hoop.
True. Charge on Jalen. Wow. Man. Tony Brothers calls it charge.
Jaylen Brown's getting the short end of the stick tonight.
Is hurt. So maybe he saw something. He was closer to the play. Of course, they're going to show the Caleb 3 first.
Oh, we got the replay right here.
Here we go. Yep, he elbowed him in the chin. He just came up with the elbow like that, and you can't really go up with your elbow like that. You just can't. You can't do that. hope Bam's okay.
Bam's okay,
man.
though. He's tough. He's tough.
Jeez.
The Celtics are challenging it,
4
I think.
fouls. Yeah, sure. I don't blame them, but
are they challenging it or
there's no way you get this overturned.
Wait a minute. Are they reviewing it for the flagrant or are they challenging the call?
Oh, sure. Possibly reviewing it for flagrant is what I would guess. Yeah. Quick and decisive common foul. And, if they challenge that, I'd be like, what are you doing, coaching staff of the Celtics? I mean, just look at the replay on your iPad. It's very obvious. 13-point lead, Miami. 11-18 to go. Man, it's just those little tiny things that Jalen could tweak. Great attack, just those little tiny things. With Jalen, it must drive Celtics fans nuts. Jimmy, one-on-one against Rob. Fade away good. 15-point lead. 11 minutes even right now. Oh, man. Who's going to be the hero for the Celtics? Someone's got to step up. Jason is pointing at people, and then Jimmy picks Jalen. Dunk the other way. Got to be a timeout, right? Or is he saving it? Timeout.
Yeah, you have to take the timeout.
Oh, my goodness. 17-point lead. 93-66. 66 points, and we're in the fourth quarter. Hurry up and get
That's
that
game
score.
7, man. It's hard to score because people think it's different, even though it's not.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's what made Jordan. That's what made Michael Jordan so incredibly clutch. Is that it's very difficult if you look at his shooting percentage to tell when in the game those shots were and what time of year it was. They were just consistent from the preseason quarter 1 to game 7, the Eastern Conference Finals, to game 6, elimination for the championship. Because he never played like it was anything different from anything else in basketball, right? That is how you become really clutch, is that you just get the same exact shots under pressure, even though it's a game you're getting paid millions for, so it's not really real actual pressure, not life pressure, but you play the exact same way at every point in the game so that when the pressure is ratcheted up, you've already been taking those types of shots that you needed anyway throughout the whole game. That's almost impossible.
Talking about Michael?
Oh, yeah. MJ. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're not on Twitter. Good for you not being on Twitter, because there's been a guy that's getting retweeted thousands of times that has a whole thread tearing down Michael Jordan in favor of LeBron, saying things like, year 1, year 2 through year 7, lost in the semi, lost this, lost that, then skips a few years.
I understand that.
It's just like,
but the thing is, you can go right back. You can go right back to LeBron James. You can go right back to LeBron James and do the exact same thing back and forth, right? You can say, well,
it's just
you put LeBron on the Bulls. How good would that? LeBron and Pippen, and then, what if you put Michael Jordan on the Heat with Wade? Look, fine.
It's really.
What are you going to do? What's your look? Let's say you have both those guys.
No one is safe. No one on Twitter is safe. If your character assassinating Michael Jordan, that tells no one is safe. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I get it because he's put out there, and he's put himself out there in some way. Jordan maybe less so personally, but the thing around him.
There's nothing to get other than Twitter makes you a worse human being. It just does. That's the only thing. You don't need to, Dean. You don't have to defend Jordan against LeBron here. That's not the point. I brought it up just to say once for the 10th time tonight. Stay off that app, guys.
Yeah.
No one is safe on that app. It's scary.
You got some cool journalists who you can learn stuff pretty quickly from. Maybe go text KD, something nice and polite. That's cool. But otherwise,
that's what happened.
What's the point, man? What's the point? Yeah, Michael Jordan sucked. No one's going to believe that. Nobody's going to think that.
They do. That's the problem.
No, there's no way you can watch his games and say, "Oh, that guy sucked."
No, but what I'm saying is people are so addicted to Twitter, they believe that crap. Miami's in a bit of a trap out there. Pretty neat stuff we're seeing on defense. And they find Smart in the corner. That's how you beat it, but he missed the three. So 10-20 to go, 17-point lead.
All of a sudden picking up their defensive intensity a lot. They had been playing that way for a lot of the game. There's still 10 minutes to go in this fourth, though.
Charge.
And Butler gets hit with the
Tony has to call that because he called the other charge. Yep. He
swiped forward. Yeah. I know Smart is good at selling that, but that was a charge.
Has to be even. Yeah. Yeah, so Miami is in a diamond and one.
Oh, Tatum.
But Jason step and he is limping like mad.
He's limping right to the hoop, though, man. This is pretty awesome performance from Tatum. Not one complaint. I haven't seen it. A little wincing, but
Caleb Hero 3-ball, kind of early in the shot clock. 9:36. Jalen really early in the shot clock misses it.
He was open, I get it, but
yikes.
Why do you not go? It's like watching the Warriors in green. Why aren't you going to the hoop?
Butler misses, but follows his shot, loses balance, no travel. Ball trickles out on Horford, I think. So it's Miami ball. At least give the ball back to Jason this time around. He just scored a dunk. Give it back to him. He might be hot. Okay. But it's make or miss league. If he made it, the roof would have been blown off. Now Duncan gets a three against Jalen on the inbound. Pivot three, good against Jalen on the inbound. Wow.
Look, there's 9 minutes left in this game, though, right?
Derrick. Nope.
If this is a shot for the finals, you can't let yourself lose like this. Even if you are going to lose, either team.
Lowry saved. Lowry gets it back. Jimmy against Smart. Pick and roll Lowry. Gets the switch against Jalen. One more switch against Jason. Pulls up for three. Ooh, that would have been a dagger. But Jalen gets the rebound. And he's trying to get downhill. Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, he didn't attack. He didn't attack.
Horford for three. Horford hit the three. Got the three for Horford. That's kind of what they do. Instead of attacking, then we go around the horn for the corner three. Good.
Yeah, again, it's like watching the Warriors play badly in green. It's the same problem. Go to the hoop.
Yeah. Unless Steph is cooking.
No, so that's one. Yeah, if Tatum wants to shoot a difficult 3-2, okay. But
Lowry late shot clock. Oh, clutch bangs in the fadeaway. Boston wanted that, He's the last option, and he scored. Tatum for three. Missed it. Horford fouls. Bam. Boston.
What?
Settling. Shooting a lot of threes.
I know, man. They don't.
It's like
I get Bam's good, but he's not Anthony Davis. But I think
you gotta know when they're not falling. Same problem.
I think the problem is that Tatum can't move the way he was, and that happened right at the beginning of the game. So and Brown's been struggling. So, but hey, man, you have 7 minutes 30 seconds.
They brought in Hauser. My goodness. For who?
Bam.
Just and Bam 2-pointer. They brought in that's Hauser, right?
That's Sam Hauser, yep.
Incredible. He took out was Grant Williams in there? This is really an odd sub. Jalen loses it again. Golly.
Yeah, he's having a rough night tonight, man.
I'm telling you, some of his turnovers are worse than our turnover-prone people. It's hard to watch, and I do want a good game. 19-point lead. Jimmy, good fake. No good. Bam, good. Put back, fouled. How did Bam get the rebound? Well, he's taller than all those.
Well, he didn't make it, did he?
No.
He didn't. Oh, yeah, okay.
Fouled.
Yeah.
Well, they took out Horford, so they went small. Horford.
I thought Horford was still out there, though.
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, it's
he just
free throw, so it might be sub.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, Horford is still out there. So Hauser replaced Derrick White. Derrick needed a rest at 36 minutes.
But why not Brogdon?
I guess that's what he's thinking.
Size?
Well, Brogdon's out of the rotation.
I know, but I would put him in over – I hate to be rude, but I put him in over Sam Hauser.
Maybe he just doesn't have it today with the injury and being 0 for 3.
Yeah. Grant Williams? Why Hauser?
Yeah, right.
Just fresh legs?
I
don't
understand that one, but yeah. But I'm not a Celtics expert, so I can't really.
No, neither am I.
But I don't know anything about them.
It
is an odd sub. Jalen.
Oh, we got it.
Hangs and scores. What a score against Bam. You just wish he had more of those than turnovers, right? Every game.
Well, he does have to handle the ball a little more than you would like. Like, they don't have a tertiary ball handler in quite the same way. Maybe Smart.
Bad pass, Duncan. Horford doing what he can to handle the ball. Smart. Cut. Horford? Nope. He's not going to cut. So Marcus will go one-on-one on Jimmy. No good.
It's all been one-on-one this entire fourth quarter.
Is just stagnation.
And a frustration foul.
Not a good foul.
Frustration. It was frustration.
Jimmy at half court. Oh, man. That's why I said I mean, you talk about momentum. It was like, no, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Because everyone after game 6 was saying the Heat are done. Obviously, they're not. Duncan Robinson design play against Hauser. They exposed Hauser, got the curl, got the layup. Duncan taunting the crowd a bit. I
would not do that.
I wouldn't do that. It's too early for that.
It's too early, and also that's like you're going to see this team again, probably. You know what I mean?
It's probably a reaction to what's being said to him on the court.
I'm sure. I don't
think he would just do that out of the blue. So
it's
hard to resist when you go up by. Is that right? 21. When you go up by 21.
Yeah.
And you're hearing it from the crowd, and you just scored. It's hard to resist getting them back. I don't want to say I've been there, but
yeah. No, well, we've all been there a little bit with the way they treated Draymond and everything, So,
Benjamin, long time no see.
Hello, sir.
Oh, Elijah.
Steph's always feels like a celebration, though, or like, I don't know, something different. Like, I don't know. I look. Duncan Robinson has the right to do that because of the way people have been talking about the Heat and everything. So I understand it. I guess I'd be focused until the game has a lot less time than that, and not I don't know, just not react that way immediately. But I guess we'll see. They do have a 21-point lead with about half a quarter to go. Okay.
So I'm just looking at the comments.
Yeah. Well, Tatum is
10:49 mark. It was a 17-point game. Now we're at the 6:07 mark. So nearly 5 minutes later, and it's even more. So now it's 21 points.
Yeah, it's just about one extra point every minute that goes by.
Ouchie.
Tatum and Brown are combined 12 of 32 from the field right now, and 2 of 10 from 3. So I have to say, I think I think Miami, one of the reasons that they went up 3-0 and something that I'm seeing in this game, which it looks like they're going to win, is they're more resilient to poor nights from their stars than the Celtics are, if you get what I mean.
That one time?
The Heat seem to be more resilient to poor, at least shooting nights from their stars than the Celtics are. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, they shot really well tonight, so.
Who?
14 for 28 from threes, so there's no need to be resilient tonight. They're 50% from three tonight.
But Jimmy and Bam Adebayo haven't had the biggest scoring games, and the Heat, I think, have greater resiliency to that than the Celtics have when their two stars aren't hitting.
That's why we're saying Caleb Martin for MVP.
Yeah, that's cute, but they're not going to do that. No good. I mean, I like it, but
as long as Jimmy has the numbers, which he does, so Jimmy will win it.
He does.
25 points. All right, Lowry. In fact, it's a very, almost like surgical 25 points, the way he's getting them. Man, he gets this one. Just his footwork is so, man, that drive right there was so MJ reminiscent. I know he doesn't have MJ's hang time.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think people are underrating that he's a little Kawhi-like with his scoring.
True.
I can
see that.
A little bit more like to the ground, like Jordan and Kobe, they jump so high.
The way that Jimmy matches his shoulder movement with the footwork just allows him to just cut right in there.
Oh, Brown got the steal. Finally an easy one for him.
Finally getting the humble pie, right? Shouldn't have done that. And then he gets picked easily by Jalen at half court. Well, 4:55 to go. Still 21 points.
Oh, here's my problem with Duncan Robinson doing it. I remembered, as Michael Jordan said, sign of a good man is when you can talk when it's tied or when you're down. Easy to talk when you're up. Yeah. It's easy to talk when you're ahead.
They're going to call a foul on JT against Butler attacking. I think it's just harder to resist in this era to do that. So if I'm giving Duncan Robinson an out, that would be it. It's just like
that is a sign. That's just always been true about sports, though. It's easy to talk when you're up, I mean, Butler.
Jimmy missed the free throw.
Yeah. Guess he doesn't want 30 quite yet.
Tyler Hero cleared to return to basketball activities. Okay.
Do we know what that means? It's probably about the finals coming up, maybe game 2. They might try and play him. I don't think he'll be ready for game 1 if he's just been cleared today.
Jalen desperation 3, no good.
He is trying.
They're just
hard. He's having a rough night, man. I really kind of feel bad for him because I think he might be blamed for this, and that's just tough. That's just really painful.
If Jordan Poole was blamed for us, then they're going to blame him.
Well, this is more like Klay getting blamed, really. We expect
the turnovers is the thing that
Yeah.
Marcus Smart attacks, gets it. Wanted an and one. He's upset about it. Didn't get it against Duncan.
The Celtics are pressing in the backcourt, which I think makes sense because you need to.
Should have done that 2 minutes ago. Now you get a steal.
Should have done that in quarter 1.
Get a layup.
Timeout. Spo.
So what do you do with 18 points? Do you sub in a ball handler? Miami 97-79.
I think. Oh, wow, yeah, palindromed him. Yeah, you're right.
Where's Gabe Vincent been? Is he in there? You might want to bring in Lowry just for ball handling.
Oh, you're talking about the Heat? Nah, the Heat.
Heat. I mean, not that it matters. I don't even know. I mean, if you just run the shot clock out.
Lowry seems to be out there at the moment.
7 possessions. probably not enough time.
Wow, Jimmy shot 27 shots. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a quiet 27.
No. He has 26 points. He took 27 field goal attempts.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like he's shot that much, but he has.
That's like a 11-27. Man.
He's doing what he had to do.
Yeah. People would call that a ball hog game from Kobe. And Jimmy Butler, 27 shots, 6 assists, 7 rebounds.
Jimmy is getting the ball when he has to. It's like every decision he's made has been the right one. It's kind of like Jordan Poole should just tape this and watch Jimmy Butler every single time, see what he does. Like, do I shoot this time?
I mean, their body types are so different that I don't see.
Jordan Poole and their experience
adopting that style. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean,
Jimmy's a multi-year veteran,
and Butler has really been through the ringer.
Look at that play. He goes to screen and then he rolls, bam, hits him. Man, that's a death blow right there. Dunk, 20-point lead. What a play by Spo.
Big men who can pass are really useful, man. Huh? Like Draymond, Jokic, bam. Huh? I wonder if maybe that's part of how you build a winning team. Tatum.
Miami sells out on the 3-pointers. Al Horford is left to drive, and he misses the push shot. Pritchard in there for threes.
Yeah, and also maybe ball handler pressure.
Possible. Come back from 20-point. They do pick and roll. Bam travels, no call. Lowry 4-3-2. Lowry
the Celtics
attacks.
have given up.
Lowry scores.
The Celtics gave up right then and there. Their season is over. He
Pat
didn't
Riley
stop.
is getting positioned for the trophy presentation. Get in the first row, Pat. And see him with his gray hair. What a way to go down, man. Wow. The Celtics fans are going to eat this one up. They're going to burn people at the stake.
And really, I hate to say this, but we kind of got screwed.
Here come the mop-up crew is in. They are in. Spo is still coaching like a madman. Run play 2 while Mazzulla brings in the mop-up crew. Incredible.
Yeah, we kind of got screwed out of a good game here because I think Tatum just he's not going to be able to walk after tonight. I think he really badly hurt that. Like if that's a regular season game, he's out for a week at least. Yeah. And it's just a damn shame. He obviously couldn't move correctly, and that's nothing to do with the Heat not taking the Celtics' heart. But I wish we would have been able to see a healthy Tatum today.
Yeah, he can only get 13 shots off.
Yeah,
well,
you can't run. Or you can't turn his 11 body.
Rebounds out of it.
Yeah. So
NBA is a war of attrition.
Yeah,
war of attrition. But you got to tip your hat. Miami somehow pulled it off.
The Heat have taken the Celtics. Even with a hurt Tatum, the Celtics could have done plenty of things differently to help them still win this game. Obviously, they were close throughout a lot of the game. But that Kyle Lowry layup was the end of their season. They've given up. It's over. Sugar Ray Leonard is trying to do plenty of things. Boxing.
Lowry was in the game. Oh, my bad, Bruce. He's the one that turned it over, and I didn't even notice. I thought it was Duncan, but I guess I was wrong. He was there, and then maybe Duncan was the last one. But anyway. First play of the game.
Wow, they've already put up a 151 record. They already put it up on the screen before the game's over. And there's a minute 50 left to go. Get it? Minute 50.
Oh, okay. Is it 151 or are you sure that they counted that one, or is it going to be 152?
No, it's going to be 151 because the Lakers were 150.
All right.
I think mathematically there's not enough time left.
How many starters left in this game?
Oh yeah, 21-point lead. Only one.
My dad's upset that there's still a lot of Heat starters in the game.
Maybe want to just let him feel the victory, but yeah, it is an injury risk as Grant Williams steals.
I just don't know if they have anybody on the bench they can put in.
Yeah, they got 5 guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's check their bench. Udonis. Nah, you're not putting
Gabe
Udonis
Vincent.
in
You can't. You don't want to ride Gabe Vincent too much because he's got a hurt ankle.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Celtics season
going to be one
taken away, and I have no idea what to make of the Heat. I really don't.
Let's go Heat.
Are they a number 1 seed from last year who was hurt and injured?
Sense. And
yeah, they were the number 1 seed in the East last year. who were hurt and injured, hurt playing and injured out not playing. Who really should have closed this out earlier and hit a crazy motivated Celtics team, or were they really not as good this year? Kind of had a pretty easy path through the East, ran into the Celtics who did not take them seriously at all, then fought back, and then Tatum got hurt and kind of just got hot in Game 7. I don't know. Probably both, which is bizarre. But they're a tough team, man. I'll give them that. I still think the Warriors got to look at it.
Terrible pass by Lowry to Bam, and Bam was like saving the ball, and it's like, oh gosh, I hope Bam
Kyle got confused and thought it was baseball. Was trying to get as far out of the arena as possible.
Sprained an ankle by accident. Look at Bam still boxing out.
Sam Hauser.
Hauser scores. We got 53 seconds to go. 19-point differential. They're just playing keep away.
Yep. I don't think they'll take no, they might take a shot, but
40 seconds.
I don't know about that. Nope. I don't think so.
5, 4, 3. Jimmy will hold it. He holds it. And 24-second shot.
That's respectful.
29.2 to go. We're gonna get Nuggets Heat.
There's no emotion from any of these Heat players until the game's over, which I like.
Yeah.
They're focused, man, which is, again.
Finally, Jimmy comes out and bam. So Highsmith is in there. Martin comes out.
That's Caron Butler, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Caron Butler, assistant coach with the
how many straws?
many hugs, but no smiles yet. Literally, what a culture!
Yep. Exactly. Well, hey, man.
12 seconds.
We're done. A little bit of celebration now.
Good job by Pritchard to give his respects out there. Udonis still wearing the hood.
There we go. Now they're celebrating, as they should.
Now they're celebrating.
Off, big smiles. There you go.
Man. Congratulations. All right. My goodness.
Well,
giving out
Mr. Butler.
Very plain-looking caps.
Yeah.
They're going to all do this on the caps because the front of the caps are not the prettiest.
I like the caps. I like the caps that the Warriors had last year. It kind of had a 90s vibe to it.
I just saw someone today in the parking lot.
Wait a minute.
He was wearing the old finals hat with the F, and I told the person I was with, that's the best finals hat ever. It was the Warriors one with the cursive F. I think it was 2017.
Yeah, it was nice. I remember that one. That was the last time they used that finals font, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. YouTube wants everything to look like YouTube's logo.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Nicole.
Yeah,
happy home.
It's just kind of
Congrats,
lazy
Nicole.
though. Like, yeah, saved your marriage tonight, Nicole. Well, Mr. Butler and the Heat, come on down to South Park and have yourself time.
Oh,
let's go.
Jaylen Brown, 8 turnovers. Wow.
They have to now go play against the Nuggets in altitude. On Monday.
Yeah. They get 2 days rest only.
Thursday.
2 days rest only. So Thursday, and we'll be right back right here. My announcement.
I think I have that day off too. So
great.
I should be able to come on live, talking a little Nuggets Heat. Nat, man, no one would have expected that. I do think though that the Celtics would have had a shot against the Nuggets, and as much as I don't want to count the Heat out, I don't think they'll be quite as difficult of an opponent for that Nuggets team. Just from what I've seen through the Western Conference, looking at the Nuggets there, especially against the Suns and Lakers, and from what I've seen against watching the Heat against the Celtics and against the Knicks a little bit. Miami was down double digits against Chicago in the second playing game, and they've just made the NBA Finals. This season is bizarre, and I gotta say, all the teams I was rooting for lost, but I kind of dig it. I kind of like it.
Yes.
I mean, I wish the results were different, but I'm not. I just hope that Miami is able to compete a little bit, against the Nuggets, because I can see the Nuggets just sweeping them, and I can also see the Heat playing really well and making a close series. But I just hope there's a little bit of excitement there, and I think there will be. But
I thought they were done, and it wasn't the case. We thought the Heat were done, and it wasn't the case.
There's a Celtics fan that I see a lot because during my lunch break at work, I'll go to a couple of stores and pick up things that I need. There's a Celtics fan that I talk to, and he said something like, "Oh, I think the Celtics have the momentum." I was like, "Man, you think the Celtics have the momentum because you won 3 games? You have 150 series and 77.
Need to watch more basketball.
Well, no.
We had
He's a good. He knows what he's talking about. But and a lot of people said that. But you have 150 series and 77 seasons against you, and I think the Celtics weren't able to empty the clip tonight because Tatum was hurt, and also they didn't quite play. They played like they had another game, and they shouldn't have, because now they don't. Although it will be interesting to see how the Celtics improve. But we got Jimmy Butler getting the Larry Bird trophy. That's my prediction. I think it's not.
Bruce wants to know why you hate the Heat.
I don't hate the Heat. Oh, really? I keep saying the Warriors need to study them all off season long.
Do we? We're totally different teams.
No, I mean the energy and the connectedness that they have playing together.
I mean, if you're gonna say that, then blame Steph. I mean, our entire culture is based on Steph's joy, and you can't have it all. Either you're gonna go with the paradigm of joy, and then you're gonna have silly, dumb turnovers and all this and that.
It's not the dumb turnovers. It was the lack of
effort. Opposite of that is the Heat. So we're never going to be the Heat. The Heat are never going to be us. I don't want people going stuff like, the whole Spoelstra-Kerr comparison. It's just, they're different. It's good to see, different cultures succeed. We're always going to, we're never really going to have this, mentality where nobody smiles until the buzzer sounds. Absolutely no way that's happening as long as Steph Curry is here.
All I'm talking about is just the connectedness that they played together, and that
Okay, but to me it's we are who we are. I mean,
and just the ability to punch above their weight.
That's the Heat. They're different.
I know, and the Warriors can do it with more talent. We can do this. We should have done it this year.
Talent?
Yeah.
That made you sound like you want more talent on the team.
No, we have more talent on the team than what the Heat have right now. We already have more talent. Well, I'm not.
Make sure other people understand you too.
Right. You know? Sorry, that was poorly stated.
My bad. We didn't play as well, and we've talked about the reasons why. So this season was a weird one for us. So.
Well, we played a lot like
I'm okay with it, but I don't want to go through that whole explanation. I can't be explaining the Warriors' weird season, taking 15 minutes to do that every single time because so many things happen to us.
Yeah.
So it's
over. It's
hopefully
people over
know
now,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure everybody who's been on this channel knows.
We could have played better. Yeah, we could have played better. Yeah. So
definitely.
Yeah. I think everybody learned something.
2 words.
Even Steph.
All needed to be said.
What?
Oh, sorry. They went to Alonzo Mourning to announce who it was, and he looked at the announcer, spoken to Mike, and said Jimmy Butler, and handed it to him, walked away. That's all he said.
Nice. That's more Heat culture there. I love it.
Yep. Kevin Martin was robbed. Bro, Smith, sometimes you're too much, buddy. Hilarious.
Can we stop comparing them? Yeah.
Oh.
Our defense is way different, man. We have Draymond Green. It's different. It's different. Let's not say the Heat's defense is better than ours. You know, when our championship DNA comes out with our defense is pretty damn good. And I don't want to compare it to the Heat because their defense is pretty damn good. The Celtics defense is pretty damn good. Heck, even the Nuggets defense, as we saw against the Lakers, pretty damn good. Why?
They've really raised their defensive potential in the playoffs. The Nuggets have, and honestly, I think the Warriors did that too. It was just a little too late, you know. It was just a little late in the Sacramento series, which kind of burned us out. And then we faced a bad matchup with the Lakers size-wise, you know. So I'm not saying the Warriors need to overhaul everything. Definitely not saying that at all. What's up, Amy?
I go back to, I'll bet you Steph, Klay, and Dre are watching these games, and they're saying, man, we can beat these guys. All of these guys. Heat, Celtics, Nuggets, Lakers too. You know, they're going, man.
We had a real shot to beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
But, again, when you get off to that regular season and you build those bad habits for 6 months, it's kind of hard to overcome them. So, got to not do that this season to have a solid, tough, cohesive regular season this time. With maybe a little bit more joy. As you were saying.
Oh, Dean's right. Oh, that does hurt. Boston exiting postseason at home two years in a row. That does hurt. I mean, true. I was there for Game 7, blew a 3-1 lead. You know, anytime your season ends at home, it's so quiet.
Losing in the finals isn't. I know it's really tough, but there's not that existential like, God, what do we do? In the same way that losing in earlier rounds has, though. I just don't feel that way, you know? Most teams, when they lose in the finals, they actually come back and play pretty well a lot of times. Man.
They have booked to Denver already?
Has there been a more Cinderella, unbelievable, just like underdog story of a team making the finals than the Heat?
I will say,
when's the last
of course,
time?
they're an underdog as an 8th seed, of course, but also the Heat are you have the least ability to predict. You have the least ability to, you think you know them, and then another thing comes up about them that's impressive.
Well, they have seemingly no
Mark Spears.
They have some competitive arrogance, but they don't seem to have any ego whatsoever. Nobody seems to care if they shoot or not, what minutes they play on and off the bench. As long as it makes sense in terms of like, this will help us win, they just do whatever it takes, which is awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. But Butler, yes, they made it as an 8th seed, although that was a lockout shortened season. So the difference between them and like the 2nd or 3rd seed was like 4 or 5 wins, something like that. Oh, so the Heat have a much wider. It was.
I was rooting for the Knicks and Latrell so hard on that one.
Bucks had 58 wins in the East, and the Heat had 44. You're rooting what?
Yeah. I was talking about the 98-99 season with the Knicks as number 8.
Yeah.
Oh, Latrell, baby. He was so good. But
yeah,
it was 4-1, I think, gentleman sweep. They were facing the Spurs, man.
Yeah. Duncan and Robinson both. Man, Tim Duncan came in and was an MVP candidate immediately. Unbelievable.
That's
best coach in the NBA is Eric Spoelstra. I think you guys are forgetting that if you gave Pop a championship team, he's still the best. I think right now he just hasn't had a winning team in a while. But in terms of the playoffs, yeah, it's Spoelstra. And then Kerr is underrated.
It's like whoever wins is the best coach, right? Kind of automatic.
Yeah, I mean, sure, right? The best player is the last finals MVP generally. So, so yeah, I get that. But you got to give
Spo credit. Like he's on the podium after Game 6, and he says those words that we're going to figure out a way. We're going to go up there, figure out a way. I mean, that's a great thing to say.
The Heat really had to back it up too. They really did. Because they guaranteed wins in games 5 and 6, I think, and then kept talking about like, oh, we're going to win it in Game 7. Tatum rolling his ankle right at the beginning of the game is just, that's a real shame, man, because it messed up the Celtics being able to rely on him to be their best playmaker. And Jason Tatum, honestly, his position is point guard for this team, for the Celtics team. I think you actually try and use that more. He's a really, really good passer, and or a point forward type, like a scoring Draymond style. Jason Tatum. And with him not really being able to explode the same way, it's just really, it's too bad. I mean, the way the Heat played emotionally and psychologically, I think they still might have won this game. But with Tatum hurt, I think that's it. It really, really damaged the Celtics' ability to make it a close game throughout a lot of the game. But let's not talk about who fathered Jimmy Butler, please. Have a little class. Not you, Bruce. I know you're responding to that with like, "Hey, MJ's not the father," but like, we don't need to talk about. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about anybody's family, really. When we just saw. Again, this might be the greatest Cinderella team that I can think of. The Warriors had an incredible road to the finals, but Cinderella, we had Steph Curry. That was not unexpected that he was going to be able to compete for a championship.
Oh.
And the Heat were good last year and everything. I know they made the finals back in 2020, but I don't know how anyone who wasn't a Heat fan would be like, yeah, I think the Heat will make it to the finals this year. Like, people would have laughed at you. Saying the Nuggets made it to finals? Yeah. Okay. Well, they have a healthy Murray. The Heat this year? How did they do it? They just willed their way to it. Big time heart. Big heart. Big belief. Big face. Everything, man. Unbelievable. I really dig Jimmy Butler, man. I didn't want the Heat to win, but I think this is the last year where people are like, well, Butler didn't have the best 3-point shooting in the regular season, and he kind of took it easy some night. Like, no, the project playoff performance for Jimmy, because he's proven it now. This is 2 finals that he's been the best player on that team, and maybe he'll win this one. I'm gonna pick the Nuggets, but just being the best player on a team that's able to make the finals, that's so hard to do, man. And they are going to have people interested, I think, in joining that organization. So, what an incredible story arc for Jimmy Butler too. Like, if you told him when he was in Chicago what this Heat run's going to be like over the last 4 seasons, these 4, not the last 4, but these 4 seasons, I don't think anyone would believe you. I bet Butler would believe you, but no, I'm not sure anybody else would. All the hate he got for the way for being upset about not being the guy signed over Tobias Harris or Ben Simmons, which, well, yeah, on the Sixers, and then kind of ripping the Minnesota Timberwolves for being soft and just kind of kissing guys' rings who hadn't done anything for really. And he was right about all of it. And, he's kind of a legend at this point in the NBA. We'll see what level that's able to attain. But what an incredible basketball player. What a great old school fundamental basketball player who perfectly knows how to play in the modern day. Just awesome. Caleb Martin was robbed like Shannon Sharp last weekend. What does that mean?
Oh, no. I don't even know what Shannon Sharp said. Might as well tell us, Bruce. What did Shannon Sharp say? Even though I don't like to do the talking head thing, but anyways.
Caleb Martin wasn't robbed. Sorry. That was going to Butler.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's the leader. I mean, yeah. I'll give Caleb the
why
Robin,
would you
the Butler's Batman.
Why would you give a finals MVP award to a role player just because he? Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. It's all good. The right guy won it.
Yeah, you got to give it to Jimmy. No doubt. I mean, late in the game.
I'm just joking around.
I love it. You get the ball. Get the ball to Jimmy.
Can't be what they're gonna say now because they got a finals to play. Amy, I get it, but well, I miss Juan Toscano Anderson a little bit. Miss seeing him on the Warriors. He would always say, "Gonna celebrate this until midnight, and then we're gonna get back and focus." And like, you know what? This guy gets it. This guy gets like what the psychology of the team is, and that's a huge skill set. Yeah, I did see that, Blaze. And I was just
can't watch the Jason Tatum tweak of the ankle that they're showing again. Oh
God, poor fella. He kind of got. Speaking about getting robbed, he got robbed of health with 1 game to go, trying to make history, make a second straight finals. And then all of a sudden he couldn't move correctly.
Ooh.
Poor guy. Thankfully, he's not 35. He's 24 or 25. So, but Oh, so Blazing, yes, I believe JTA is a free agent. I don't think he's taking a vet min for the Thunder. No offense, but if I were the Warriors, yeah, I mean, he just gets it. He's a local of the area too, and grew up a Warriors fan, and everything, and I would have no problem having JTA back in the team again. Again, he also knows how to play. Like Marquese Chriss, honestly, I'd bring Andre Iguodala back. No, he's not gonna. No, I'd bring him back with that veteran leadership. So those are three kind of sort of in-house, a little bit like have already played with us, guys who I think would be available for vet mins. That would be awesome additions to the locker room. Oh. And if Iguodala can play, great. Oh, but Toscano Anderson, and Marquese Chriss are tough, cheap, familiar with the city and with the system, and a little bit kind of enforcer athletic types, I mean, 1-2 very tough, diving headfirst over scoring tables and Marquese Chriss. I'll never forget, and I'll always love him for shoving Luka Doncic to the ground after Luka flopped and then yelled at him, and he got attacked, but I didn't apologize afterwards. But I just like that enforcer type. That's not too crazy where he's going to be a. So, veterans are what we need, and those are a couple young vets, couple extremely experienced guys. Obviously, JTA and Iguodala with rings together, and then you try and get a couple other veterans. I'm just gonna throw out something I like, which is try and get Derrick Rose and Joe Ingles. I know those guys are older, declining, or whatever. I just think that'd be fun. Okay. Then the roster without any moves around it.
Joe Ingles on a minimum?
Oh yeah, he'd be he'd be a perfect fit for the Dubs.
Why would he take a minimum? How much is he making right now?
Because he was on a mid-level and had to have surgery again.
$5 million.
I think if he wants to stay on, but if he wants to stay on a contender, a lot of them are going to lose that anyway. And I think anyway, I think he's worth at least trying to pursue. Personally,
it's not unreasonable,
huh?
If it's known that he's a minimum, but as soon as one team offers him more than the minimum, then I don't know. I guess it does depend how much they offer him. I think he's a baller, but okay.
He's getting older though, and
his numbers are true.
What?
Yeah. So you're coming off an injury, getting older.
Yeah.
All right, he's 35. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, good one. I had to check his age. Quite simple.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that he's 35 years old and has, never made a finals yet. And again, he's 6'8", good passer. Would be great with the strength and numbers. Smart player, international player.
Who else did you mention?
Derrick Rose.
JTA.
So Derrick Rose, Iguodala, Ingles, want testosterone, as I like to call him, and Marquese Chriss. I think all those guys are.
He dipped down to 5.6 points a game. Whoa.
Yeah, in 12 and a half
minutes.
Played
half as many minutes.
Yeah.
Only 12 and a half minutes, yeah.
So I think it's possible. I think it's possible that
and he's what, 38?
Oh.
34.
34.
Younger than I thought. Yeah, because he came up pretty young.
That type of experience on the bench, I think, would be excellent. So that'd be if that's our third string, I'd be very happy with that. So then the
well, how many of those do you want?
What?
Because we don't have a lot of spots. Let's see.
We can add 1, 2. We can add
the Lamb spot.
Yeah. I guess it'd be in place of.
I don't think we're waiving these guys. I just think we are.
No, neither do I.
So really, it's Iguodala, JaMychal Green, and Anthony Lamb spots. Maybe Dante, depending.
Sure.
Okay. Well, anyways, at least one of these guys would be
pretty cool. Iguodala, I'm talking about re-signing too. But
if Iguodala is 100%, I tell you, people seem to forget. Like, man, Iguodala at 100%, even if you're
Iguodala played this year, he was excellent.
Yeah, even if you're only going to be available for, you just got to assume Iguodala 100% playoffs, one game every other day for no more than 10 minutes a game. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Healthy.
Also, if he gives
we
up
needed
Duncan
him for the Lakers series. We needed 100% healthy Andre for the Lakers series.
Yep.
Too bad we didn't have him for that. But his defense is unbelievable.
It still is. He's always going to have those mitts, and he's still one of the best conditioned athletes out there too. Also brought a little Heat culture. He did make the finals with the Heat back in 2020. So a little bit of that perspective too. He said, "I'm trying to bring a little bit more of that to the." He actually said that back in 2021, I think he rejoined the team. But even without trades or whatever, our 10-man rotation of Steph, Klay, Wiggins, Dre, Looney, Poole, was it Poole, Peyton? No, it was, I guess DiVincenzo, if he might opt in, Poole, Peyton, Moody, Kuminga. Like, we have a lot of options here, man. I don't know if I want to talk about all of them until playoffs are over, but honestly, there's a chance. Yes, we have to figure out. Well, Bob has to figure it out, and we have to pray that he's at least an advisor or something. If he doesn't want the full-time job, fine. I just hope he's around. No,
I'll be right back.
Still, D-Wade is the greatest basketball player in history of the Heat, even with LeBron. But just what D-Wade meant to that organization. Yeah, maybe Elijah. I was kind of thinking that. I think I have to give the Heat more credit than that, but had the Celtics won this game, the Nuggets would have had to go to Boston. They had the Shanghai Sharks. No way. Come on, man. Don't be on the Lakers. Yeah, maybe. Tomorrow? What are you talking about, Ryan? He's treated as such. Huh. But Butler. Really establishing himself right up there with D-Wade, I think, as the what you call it? Maybe just the embodiment of that Miami, like it's a little bit like LA when people think glitz and glamour and tinsel, but there's a real like hardworking, like blue collar, tough, side to both of those cities that they almost kind of like to hide from the rest. Like, oh yeah, sure, we're just kind of glamorous, shallow, and no, not really. We're Kobe and Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade and Magic, and like, so yeah, I think he's right up there. And obviously, LeBron has to be on there just because he won repeat titles with the Miami Heat. So, but He's probably the best player the Heat have had, but like in terms of the legends that represent Alonzo Mourning too, another like man, really nobody wanted to mess with Zoe in the first part, but your Jazz? No, because he's he understands that it's my hometown team, so that's all I meant, Mr. DA. Yeah. But thank you, Blazin. I keep forgetting to talk about that. I hope the Jazz do well too next year. Certainly, I like Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen, and but we can talk about that when it's not the Miami Heat making their 7th NBA Finals in their history. 7th. Let's see if they can get ring.
Tyler Hero, Game 3. Target for Tyler Hero's Game 3. Wow.
See, I was thinking that because when they say cleared for encore, you can add like a week or so of them practicing, getting ready to go, and it's pushed forward a little bit because they're in the NBA Finals. But adding Hero, that will help a lot in terms of shot creation, although it is sometimes a little difficult to integrate scorers, guys whose mentality is not score first, but this I am a scorer. But with the way the Heat have been playing, I think he'll be able to do whatever they ask, whether that's be a 6-man, say, well, Lowry's doing really well, we can bring you in as kind of backup to scoring when Butler sits, and obviously try and help you close together. I mean, who knows? But it is helpful to them that they're getting Tyler Hero back. So, yeah. Danny Ainge epitomizes sneaky. Danny Ainge is what allowed the Lakers to make that playoff run. You realize that? He took on Westbrook's contract and traded both Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt to him. Unbelievable.
Also, isn't it ironic?
Ainge helped the Celtics. Helped the Lakers.
And Malik Beasley was supposed to be the 3-ball shooter, and it turned out to be Lonnie Walker.
Oh. Steph wrote on, I'm sure everybody knows that. He said, great game. Congratulations. I'll never forgive you for Game 4. And Lonnie Walker was nowhere to be seen against the Nuggets, man. I don't mean that as an insult to him. It's just like, man, it had to happen against us. Oh, well. It's all good. They won fair and square. The Heat won fair and square. I do wish we saw a healthy Tatum today, though, with a real chance to actually change history. And without him, Celtics just didn't have it. They fought pretty hard, but they didn't. With Tatum not being able to move, they just didn't have it. But I'm starting to repeat myself, so I might take a quick break here, Rich, if that's all right.
All right. And the other Dean, I'm going to say, I'm gonna one up you, Dean Ogden. I had a Heat cap when they first came into existence. So I got you there. I one up you, man. I loved the Heat logo. Loved it. I still love it today. I just don't buy as much stuff. I'm not into material things, quite honestly. This hat that you see, only bought it to come on here to have the Warriors colors. But if I still bought things with logos on them as a habit, then I would definitely still have a Miami Heat cap just because I love the logo back in the day when they first came out. I still love that logo, man. Honestly, it's my favorite logo in the NBA. It just is. Like, I'm not excited by the Warriors logo, that's for sure. In fact, I like the Celtics logo better than I like the Warriors logo. It's just logo-wise, it's just better. Also like the old Denver Nuggets logo with the miner, the gold miner with the pick. I like that one too. So if I collected NBA caps, I would definitely have Nuggets and Heat, and I'd probably even have the Celtics one just to have awesome logos. Who else has an awesome logo? I would still never do Lakers, never. Although I do respect the logo that they have. It's iconic and everything. Who else? I like the other Nuggets logo with the city skyline is pretty cool. I don't like any of their new ones. And but the Heat logo is so nice, so nice. Did I like the 2000s? No, because it reminds me of dark times with Chris Cohan as the owner, and after trading away Weber, you went with the lightning bolt one. That's why I don't like them, just because it reminds me of really dark times of the Warriors. Me and Ben and Jason, yeah, we love those logos. Raptors, yeah, Elijah. Raptors, that's okay. So there's one more where there's like somebody playing basketball. Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets dribbling the basketball, right? Most of those ones where they got some cartoon character dribbling a basketball. The Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, with the buck just spinning. Those are incredible logos, man. Let's see. No, you lost the Laker hat. It was DL. That was meant to be, I guess. Wizards logo, yeah, the one with the wizard, and they did a contest for the Washington Wizards one, and that one was pretty cool, honestly. But that one's still like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th best with the Heat, the Leprechaun, the Buck, the Nuggets miner, the Benjamin Franklin one for the Sixers. I love that one. And that one's newer. They just introduced that a few years ago. And who else am I missing? Oh, the Raptors. The Raptors. The Grizzlies one too, the old one where, he's jumping out at the ball. All those cartoon ones that have a ball that they're chasing or dribbling, those are sick. Jimmy is under contract through 25-26. Whoa. Yeah. Very Steph Curry-ish, huh? Much more ferocious looking Grizzly. I thought they always did have a ferocious one in the past. What's their new logo? Do they have a new one? Memphis Grizzlies logo. Oh, yeah, this one sucks. This one sucks. The old one right here. This one is the Vancouver one. This one is nice. My internet is slow right now. I don't know what's up. I can't pull that one up. Come on. How come I can't click on this? Vancouver Grizzlies logo. How's that? Look how slow my browser is, man. What's up with that? Let me click on this, please. It doesn't come up. What's up with that? But anyway. Images. Yo, my internet is slow. Look how slow this is. But yeah, this Grizzly was pretty cool. Especially me. I went to Cal, so Golden Bears, mascots that are bears, I like by default. Chicago Bears, meh. But yeah, I do like bears. They should do a polar bear one for some team. The Bulls, it's okay. I still like all the cartoon ones way better. Oh yeah, they want to do a flopping roll. I like it, especially as it's looks like Steve did some good politicking. Did he not? I mean, don't you think? Don't you think it helped that he was on the podium saying that the Lakers flopped, and then now we have this, looking into making it a technical foul if you flop, just like in FIBA? Yeah. So perhaps Steve Kerr influenced the NBA to consider a tech for flopping, possibly tested at Summer League. Is it Summer League or G League? Summer or G League? I better that just to be safe. Oh, Mavericks logo. Yeah. I think Mavericks has mostly been the hat in the past. Old Mavs logo. So they had the hat. They had more of a cartoon, then I'd be cool with it. And I don't really care about the horse. I don't care about the horse. This was okay, but at the end of the day, it's still the letter M with a hat rather than a cartoon guy. So I'm partial towards the cartoons. Cartoon guys, cartoon animals or people. Marcus Smart will get a tech each game. Oh gosh. What else is there? Wizards logo was good. Big Country Reeves. Yep. Vancouver Grizzlies. Wow, Dean actually likes the Warriors Bridge. I think it's like meh. Oh, Dean. The other Dean is looking at the old one with the Indian, I think. Oh, I think they had a spirit. You got to go to, by the way, sportslogos.net, I believe, is the one. My internet is so slow right now. Is it because it's a holiday? What's up with that? Well, we go to basketball and we go to NBA and we click on Golden State. You're going to see the old ones, which I do like. So they got that one. I mean, I do like these. This one gives me bad memories. Sorry to say. Let's switch this over. Where's the spear? Oh, this one. So this one's the spear one. They don't really use these anymore, huh? The Bay, abandoned. And they changed this one to have less cables than that one. The original one has way more cables in between, or whatever you want to call them. This one, actually, I forgot about the cable car. My fault. This one ranks really high up there. Top 3 all time, possibly number 1. I mean, that's just so inventive. A cable car, and it's going downhill, and it's like, whoa. If you look closely on this one, it has like, air swooshes for it. So cable cars up there. How could I forget that? Not bad. You'll buy Warrior Gear. Man, I gotta set up our affiliate link. I just haven't gotten around to it. Went a whole 2 seasons without an affiliate link. It's so dumb. Affiliate link is like Internet 101. You gotta have an affiliate link. Someone wants to buy $100 worth of gear and you get 7%, 5% of that. I mean, might as well. It's free money they're giving away. Might as well support the channel. But anyway, Shannon Sharp on Twitter. Jaylen Brown should open up a bakery. Oh, ouch. That's mean. Players playing in Austin showing up elsewhere first. Lonnie, then Derrick. Oh, I know, right? It's amazing where they find players. Let's catch up on some more comments. Come on, Rich. What did I say? Oh, the bridge. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not bad. The bridge is not bad. I just don't love it. I don't love it. So, as a logo. Is that what you mean? Oh, yeah. Somebody should just do this. You can order your own jabs in the house. What else we got? Yeah, what did Amy say? Last time Miami won at Denver. Man, 2016. Dennis Schroeder will get 10 texts. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right, DL. Steve Kerr, USA coach. That should be interesting. I'm going to try and get a credential for that because I want to go see that up close, and it's different. Will the NBA bring back the Sonics? Ooh. Probably not Charlotte because they've got their franchise back. And the Bobcat was named after Bob Johnson, who bought the team, cable mogul back in the day. But yeah, they never really liked Bobcats. It was just Bob Johnson's, under the radar reason for naming them that. But let's look for Seattle. Do they have Seattle on here? Oh, nice. Old ones. Bullets. Cool. Let's get Seattle up here. Oh no, my computer's super slow. They're not showing the Seattle one. Here we go. Oh, that's so nice. That's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. And you know what? This one's not bad either. I mean, they made it to the finals with this one, right? They won a championship with that one. This is the Gary Payton one. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's the most basic font, but geez, look at that Space Needle. Beautiful. And this one's not bad either. Making that the I in Sonics. Pretty cool font selection there with the Sonics. And an oval like that. It's pretty ingenious. All right. So those of you that are still here, I did want to make an announcement. Here's the announcement. Nothing big. It's just my announcement is the following. Put it 2:57:45. We're almost 3 hours into this. My announcement is I'm moving out of San Francisco. That's why Monday I was in Palo Alto. So I got the place. No, it was Tuesday. Game 5. I was unavailable, right? Thank you to Dean for keeping the ship running, holding the fort. Well, I'm moving out and I don't want to pack up all this Warrior stuff. Again, I know I promised to ship out a whole bunch of stuff, but now I really got to. So, but I'm also saying that anybody who wants anything, go look in the description. I have a whole bunch of links to my Google Drive that has Warrior stuff, and you can tell if they're available or not. They're available if there's no name attached to it. If there's a name attached to one of these in the Google Drive, look, I just left a comment in there, then it's taken. But if it's not, I don't want to mess around. Just go ahead and email me what you want. I just need to get rid of this stuff. I don't want to. I'm going to pay like $600 to ship everything from here to Palo Alto. I don't want to worry about certain stuff. So you just email me, Rich at Dream League, not Dream, that's my old one, Rich at Let's Go Warriors. Someone emailed me at my old one, Rich at Let's Go Warriors. Just email me. Let's establish a connection and let's set it up where I can just ship you something and let's figure it out. Because I don't want to pack all this stuff with me. I'd rather ship them out to you guys and I'll pay for shipping even. Let's get rid of it. So that's what we're doing. I'm moving to Palo Alto.
Congratulations, Rich.
Thanks. Yeah. Aloha.
Also,
just email me if you're on Twitch and you're watching this or reading this and you can't see my YouTube comment. I don't feel like logging on to Twitch right now and everything. Just email me, rich@letsgowarriors.com. Let's get rid of some stuff. And the Google Drive links are in the description as we speak. Check the description.
I have something to say too.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thanks,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, the best podcaster. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Man, wow.
On Channel 4.
What a nice.
Definitely, Rich. Happy birthday, man. Your team won too, didn't they?
Yeah, I can be happy
what
about that. But I would have adjusted, it would have been cool to see Nuggets Celtics as well. Would have been cool, definitely. So in fact, a part of me says probably a closer series than this one, although I don't want to make predictions. Well, let's see what happens.
I don't want to make predictions either. It just but the Nuggets are so good, man.
Would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been awesome too. And we're gonna see, Heat Nuggets. That's awesome too, in a different way.
And the Nuggets now start off at home too, with all that time off. That would have been actually a little hard. I think they had 11 days off, and then to go on the road to Boston, that would have been strange. But now they're playing the first two games at home, and Miami has to go from Game 7 to altitude.
I gotta say that
against Jokic. Unbelievable.
There's a part of me kind of like, I hate to say this, but it's just like all the hate out there and the throwing under of the bus of people. It's just like, well, if the Celtics lose, they, at home Game 7, they are going to get the brunt of all of the hatred on that app, and that with all of the hatred going away from somewhere else, that means people like Steve Kerr, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole will actually have a break from all the hate. So it's kind of like, that was kind of a reason why I was kind of rooting for the Heat, in terms of like, I know Boston's going to get all the hate, but then that takes away the hate from, and it's kind of sad to say that. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why. Like I told you, I love the Heat logo. I like their culture too.
Yeah,
and sometimes I root for things kind of weird in terms of like, oh, so our guys aren't going to get bullied anymore. Okay, let me root for that outcome.
Although Draymond did say he was hoping that if the Celtics were able to win, that would erase all the 3-1 stuff, about worst blown leads and all that. But
maybe, yeah. But then we kind of said, I think people have actually forgotten about that. Maybe 5 years is the shelf life of Twitter. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe they always do. 73-9 has a better range, or 72-10 has a better range.
More like, if you're going to go on Twitter to say it blew a 3-1 lead now, it's gotten to the point where that doesn't get you retweets, for whatever reason. So I'm glad they've outgrown that.
Also, by the way, that's what Steph Curry's worst moment of his career so far. Having a 3-1 lead in the finals. Oh, he lost. Oh, okay. Is that the worst you got? Because I don't know.
That's
still
crazy.
Pretty impressive. Yeah.
That's a nice worst thing to have.
That's Steph's black mark, is the 73-9 loss by 4 Game 7 to LeBron and Kyrie up 3-1 is his worst.
Yeah.
Knock against him, according to the public, So,
thanks, guys.
Oh well. Oh well.
Thanks, Blazing.
Yeah.
Let's get Dean here like that. Oh, what a comment, man. So I'm busy in the process of moving, but had I not been busy in the process of moving, I have all these screenshots saved up. So follow me on Instagram. Follow Let's Go Warriors on Instagram, all one word, and you might see your comment on there as we go along, little by little. And if I don't have a a story that I can post, then I go back and look at some of these screenshots, and I'm gonna throw those up there. It just has good vibes.
Definitely. We you guys have been doing incredible, and Rich has a whole book of this stuff that we can go back to for really any situation. Any situation.
Amy has one.
Amy has a whole chapter.
I'm trying to save them for people that could, help out with the content side of this. For example, we should bring it up. Festus Ezeli posted on his stories yesterday. He was kind of like, "Thank you, San Francisco. I love this. Thank you for a great 2022-23 or something to that effect." And so I DM'd him. I said, "Wait, this sounds like you're leaving." And the only thing he replied with was a heart. So does that mean he's leaving? I think Festus might be leaving. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But
well, I mean, these former players who are good analysts are often looked at for coaching or training or things like that, from other organizations around the league or internationally, things like that. So it doesn't seem like Festus would just up and leave. But I hope we get to hear him, because I really enjoy listening to him. So I hope we're able to keep him around, honestly, but not if he's gonna go be able to coach.
Who knows what's up?
or be a trainer, whatever. I mean, obviously, you want guys to come to the Warriors so they can be successful here, but also we're really good at making people successful in a lot of different areas. Like, the Warriors are a team that every team, seems to go after someone around the organization because of the type of character that this team has. He's distraught in the post-game interview. Really?
Bad.
I mean, I get it. Yeah. And he had a rough game, but rough games happen. You never know why they happen. No one would have chosen, again, 2016, those final 3 games. But the Warriors won 11 straight playoff series after that and had a chance to win 12 straight, a real chance. No one would have chosen what happened to Klay or Steph breaking his hand or anything like that. But you got the 2022 run out of it. No one would have chosen what happened to us this year. But you never know what that could lead to, right? Celtics didn't get swept. That would have been truly terrible. They lost a tough game, man. And you love to see that hurt. Players who don't get hurt by that type of stuff, that's when you worry. You know what I mean? I failed the city. That's great. I love it. He should feel that way because he really, really cares. And he knows there's a possibility now that there's a possibility with the Warriors that something happens there. There's a possibility of anything because they didn't win. And having seen my favorite players in that position before, having seen Kobe get smashed in Game 6 by a damn near record margin, if it wasn't a record, and him really crying in the tunnel, that shows what kind of competitor you are, what kind of heart you have.
Who was that? Sorry, I missed it.
Who was what?
Someone crying in a tunnel.
Yeah, Kobe after Game 6, 2008. Got
they lost to whom?
The Celtics.
Boston. Yeah, Boston. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got really they really got beat badly. Like, it wasn't even close. They were down by like 38 or something. They lost like 38 or something. Just terrible end to the season. But you don't shrug that off if you really care. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of love to see that. And I'm sure if Jimmy Butler lost, that's exactly what we would have seen from him. You know? Maybe not distraught because he's a little different personality. You know, Brown's an emotional player. Butler is a much more like calculated type guy, I think. He can get fiery, but he's very like calculated. But he would have been extremely upset. That wasn't, well, we almost came back. No, I failed the city. I love that. I just love it because that's exactly what you need to feel, you know, when you lose.
And that immediately will turn some haters that were on the fence of hating to then not hate because, you know, showing his vulnerability there.
Definitely. I hope so. I mean, yeah, I'll probably watch that interview if we don't play it here later, but that really made me happy to hear it, actually. I'm glad to hear that from you.
Yeah, we will not play it here because it's probably demonetized because they'll probably play it on TNT. So that it gets dicey when the national TV.
No, I wasn't asking you to play it, but I'm glad to hear that from.
No, I'm just explaining why.
Sure.
Why we won't. We'll go to Twitter. It's probably all over the place on there. Just search. I failed the city, and you're good. So
clout with the K,
yeah,
Rich?
Yeah, as defined by KD.
I don't know that.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got it from somewhere, but
yeah. Well, he's got clout. Definitely.
Yeah. Let's see. So final schedule.
Yes.
Where can I find that? Probably Mark
1st.
Spears. Yeah. Twitter.com, Mark J. Spears. He has it. I know he has it. I saw on Instagram he had it, like a whole graphic of it. So should probably have it here too. Memorial Day. Maybe he didn't.
Just like it's
shucks. It's not on here. But I mean, you can Google it.
I got it right here.
He doesn't.
Game 1 is on June 1st. Game 2 is on Thursday.
Yeah, but I wanted a nice little graphic.
Oh.
NBA final schedule.
Go to NBA.com. No, I haven't. What's the 1st, 4th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 15th, and 18th if it goes to game 7?
A more condensed one. Images. Oh, and I got to show this.
I love that. I'm going to, if it's all right, I'm going to put Nicole's comment up here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you could.
Jason played. Both of them are spelled with a Y, by the way. Jaylen, Jayson, which is interesting, isn't it? Jason played hurt. The team turned to me, and I came up short. I failed. God, your heart has to go out. That's a real competitor right there. And no excuses. No excuses. I'm sure he's giving credit to the Heat, too. He's a good guy. He doesn't deserve the hate he's getting or is going to get. And if we have the chance to trade for him, we're going to do it. As the Warriors, we have to, because he's a great fit. Just want to let you know that. Jaylen Brown, man. No,
who would Boston want?
Well,
Wiggins.
Yeah, maybe Wiggins, Kuminga type deal or something like that. But the thing is, his contract will be bigger next year. I would do it.
I know you're saying that to support Jaylen, but I don't know that I did that.
No. I've been thinking about it for a couple of weeks, actually.
Oh, okay. You thought about it.
Well, maybe a Poole. You know what? Maybe a Poole Kuminga type deal because he's
Yeah,
around
I just
30 right
don't
now.
want Jalen and Poole on the same team right now.
Well, just because we make one trade doesn't mean another one's not out there. If you get what I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, but I mean we're talking very, very theoreticals here.
Yeah, so. You can say what you want, Blasian. You want a guy who could fit in the system without having the ball in his hands, who's good at attacking the rim and drawing fouls, shooting threes. I would. Who's a hyper competitor? Yeah,
there's definitely that. Yeah,
and the Celtics,
but
probably would be,
a huge salary. I don't know how you fit that. It's going to be 50 million. Now we're talking, the top of the top in the NBA. So you got to be trading. I don't know that it can be done. Just because.
Well, why
would the Celtics want anything but another superstar, right? So
that's interesting. But if you get the type of players and picks that the Warriors are offering, it helps.
Celtics don't want picks. They want to win now. They don't want picks.
I understand. And I wrote it down, and the Celtics started winning, so I haven't looked back at it in a while. But there was an argument that I think could be made for that. It would actually help if Brown already had that huge contract, but we'll see. The Warriors have a lot of assets, a lot of.
They're not. And in terms of, I don't think the Celtics. They're going to sign him first, so they have that.
Yes,
on the books.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. Which kicks in next the 2025 is when it would kick in.
Yeah. So
it's Nikola Jokic versus Nikola Jovic. That's pretty funny, man. Maybe it was meant to be, Nick J.
Boston. So that's going to fill up with 50 plus each. There's literally no doubt. You know what I mean?
Of course, he's
got to be.
Huh? What?
No, that will be 50 mil, 50 mil, 50 mil, something or other.
Yeah, as I was saying before, I think it's going to be 53, 56, 59, 62, 65, because that equals out to about 295 million over 5 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, these salary cap tables are going to be changing. Coming up.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it's
it.
All good.
Everybody.
In terms of the money, though, if we do want to make a big trade, if we get, LeBron James or whatever, look, man, this Warriors team is not always going to have to spend like this, but we have Steph Curry. Okay. I'm begging you, please just invest until Steph's done. And then whatever you need, honestly, whatever the team needs, after that, fine. But you go all out for Steph, So that's also, while the CBA is punitive a lot, there is one thing that's kind of interesting in that there is no longer the only being allowed to have 2 max contracts on one team. You can have more than that if you want.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a rule.
That was a rule. You'll remember people talking about where Ben Simmons could be traded to or not because he had a super, or maybe it was a super max.
Right. Okay. And I did know that was a rule. I just forgot.
That is now gone. So it, I don't know how many teams would have more than that anyway. Even if the Warriors made that trade for Brown or whatever, it still wouldn't exactly be at more than 2. But at least that's no longer a restriction that's around. No problem, please. Yeah, I know. Okay. Don't you think that would help us win, though? Like, do you really care about anything other than Steph, Klay, and Dre winning titles? No, I'm not talking about that. Just any trade that's out there that will help us win. Wouldn't you do it? Because I would at this point. Steph's 36 years old, and that dude's still at the top. But whatever it is, I'm willing to think about anyone who will help us win. Anybody.
But let's get back to reality here. Your assessment of us is that we can play better, right? That's the number one thing.
My assessment of us is that we never played at 100% of our ability all season long, and we still played pretty well. Can you name one game where you thought this is us playing 100%? Maybe the Celtics game, actually. Yeah. Game 7.
But I just want to, if this were Twitter, people would be basically equating you to say, "Oh, Dean wants to trade for LeBron." But you're not saying that. So I'm trying to bring it back to reality.
I would do it if it were available. Some people say, "No, I never." Oh, you never know that.
It's not happening. No, it's just not. It's the flow of NBA media. He gets on the podium and he suggests that he was asked about retirement or something like that, and he didn't say a flat out no. So then speculation becomes speculation exponential. Suddenly LeBron is available for the Warriors. It's not reality.
I'm not. Oh no, I get what you're saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
one
that
imaginary domino flipping the next imaginary domino. It's like, no, LeBron is not retiring, and number two, he's not going to be available for the Warriors to trade for it.
Right, I understand that, but people were saying no to that idea, which is what I'm trying to point out. Like, don't say no to great players. So that's what I'm saying.
Just so you know. Good. I'd grab that out of you. Next time, you've got to say that because people will misinterpret you like crazy. You got to be very intentional and deliberate on all of that. So,
I think we should make an offer, though. I do think we should make an offer to the Lakers, even if they say no. Why not? It'll help Steph win.
I don't know that it works that way. I don't know that it's like
you can always call. They might hang up immediately, but
no, you don't go. Oh, hey Rob, let's trade. LeBron for blah 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 blah. You don't do it that way. You go.
Draymond talks to Rich.
Is LeBron available? There's steps, so it never comes down to where you actually have to come up with this package. There's different steps when you're a GM. Trust me, it's not that way. It's not how they do it on Twitter. Oh, blah 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 blah. Who says no? Write that down. Ship it off. Text that to Rob Pelinka. No, it doesn't work that way. You first got to find out if a guy's available and what they're looking for, and the little by little thing. So it's not it's not a tweet that says who says no, and you send that off to Rob Pelinka. I just want to bring us back to reality. But I get what you're saying. I just don't want people to think that you're an unnamed radio personality or podcast personality clamoring for the Warriors to get LeBron as they normally do on social media. You're making your point because of other reasons. But This is all circular. Like it should have gotten to this point in the first place. But I get what you're saying is huge if, but you got to.
Well, the first thing, as we were saying before, is that with the kind of roster that we have assets to be able to compete in a lot of different markets all at once, going towards somewhat more of a win now player, either in depth or in if a star becomes available, we can be competitive in that. And the roster that we already have can play at a much, much, much higher level than it has done before, or than it did last season, at least. Now, obviously, 2022 was extremely high level. And I think we're going to see a much hungrier, more well-rested, more together, Warriors team with, I'm really praying a lot less internal stress from outside people talking about the team in a negative way, and just being able to figure out how to put that chemistry, back together. Because are you talking about Jordan Poole and Jaylen Brown, right? In terms of the turnovers and comparisons and stuff like that. Jordan Poole averaged as a starter, a point less than Jaylen Brown and like 2 assists more. Like, that's a really, really useful player. If you add some defense to that guy, as the second scoring option on the floor, third, or kind of second ball handling option, third, or if Wiggins gets to play a whole season, if Steph is able to be a little bit healthier, if the team figures out a way to get Klay a little bit easier shots than he was getting, and we get to play a whole season like that, this team is going to be a lot better than what we already saw. So we can do either. If we keep the team we have, I think we can be a lot better than what we've been. If there's a win now move that will help Steph, we are going to be competitive in being able to make it. The one thing we can't do is trade away Jordan Poole into cap space for picks. We can't do that. Yeah. Unless you're then packaging picks plus somebody else for, but as that being the only move to save money, you can save money when Steph's retired. You know what I mean? That's something we can't do. But think about the Lakers, right? How do they actually get better? Well, they've got 4 players who are important right now, maybe 5. Obviously LeBron, AD, Reeves, who they're going to keep, Vando, Hachimura, maybe that's 6. But they're going to have to give up kind of one of their main core guys if they want to get by. Really, as the LA guy, I hope that's not Kyrie, honestly. They're going to struggle to have more than 3 good players, or they're going to have to keep the same team around them and hope that Reeves and Hachimura and Vando and all those guys can improve. But don't you think the Warriors are in a better position than that? We have a real opportunity to get better either way, as long as we stick to having the talent depth or talent heights, that we can possibly have.
Yeah, I think we're good. But also, as I usually say, whoever the GM is, I just got to support him. Just tomorrow, if Bob says, well, it's going to be Mike Dunleavy. So there it is. Then just got to go hope Mike Dunleavy does a good job. And
how about this? If it's Bob Myers, we should all celebrate. Second holiday, man.
Sure.
Because I hope it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll celebrate that Thursday probably.
Is that can. Thursday's the exit interview? Oh no, Thursday's the pod. Sorry. Yeah.
Thursday is our next live.
Yes.
So what I'm just saying is I could go look at all these salary caps, have my own spreadsheets and stuff, and then I can really, challenge all the decisions that Bob Myers or Mike Dunleavy will make. And by the way, it's probably going to be Mike Dunleavy, not just because people are saying it, but Steve Kerr was on the radio a couple of days ago or last week, and he said that he described Dunleavy and Bob Myers as best friends. Literally said that. So why wouldn't Bob Myers' best friend, who is in the position of assistant general manager, become general manager? Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah,
especially with
why
that.
Why they be best friends anyway?
So, we gotta just support and.
Yes,
I just don't think anyone should throw anybody under the bus. unless they've actually done the homework and come up with a different conclusion. If you're just rattling off, oh, we need a big man or this, that, and the other thing, like, and you really haven't done any homework, then just let the guy do his job. They've got way more resources. They've got a whole staff who've got multiple spreadsheets. They've got a salary cap expert.
Yes,
there
as every team has.
sure
but we have a really good team too to try and do this with. We have an actually good roster, a deep roster. Right? That's the difference. The Lakers have all that. They have talent and everything. And obviously LeBron has pull, but they don't have the same depth. You know?
Yeah,
like,
do have a
I don't think people really realize how much we have on this team to work with internally.
Exactly.
Definitely. Well, it has to be internally no matter what. And then in terms of what the NBA is, going on around the NBA, so the one thing is we need to make sure that Bob Myers is, in a position where he can be happy. Hopefully that means being around the Warriors. I hope as a GM or maybe in some other way or just as a friend or whatever. And then you bring Draymond back. I think after that, you have all the opportunity in the world to really go for the win now. Which we haven't done in a little while, admittedly. The team has been very patient in not going full win now immediately, right? We were trying to develop Wiseman at the beginning of last season. So, but Steph's 36 now. And that's my only point is like, it's time. It's time to go all in on that because we have the ability to, man. But on the other hand, Jonathan Kuminga could come out playing 20 minutes and averaging 17 points, rebounding incredibly, being a great point of attack defense, scoring on team defense, flexing his passing and ball handling abilities. And, Jordan Poole could be like, you know what? I spent the whole offseason thinking sure, there was all this stuff around me and all this pressure on me and all the crap from the Draymond punch. But if I come back and I put in the work on reading angles, not offensively reading angles, defensive, staying on my toes, I'm not going to I'm going to come out and if they want me to be sixth man, that means I'm going to be the sixth man of the year. If they want me to play a lot around Steph and be more of a playmaker, I can do that, which obviously is already. There's so many ways for us to improve. Klay, Gary Payton, man, we are so lucky. I'm looking at both Miami and Boston thinking, if we really wanted to make a move, this is all I'm really trying to say. If we really wanted to make a move, you might say no to this guy or that guy, but we're actually in play where all these other contenders aren't. They're teams with assets who are not contenders, teams who are contending who don't have the same assets. We have both, and we have the best ownership around, I think. Really, ownership doesn't get enough credit for how committed they are to winning, we are so, please don't take this position for granted, Warriors fans. We are so incredibly lucky, and that's on Bob, right? That's why he's so important. He's the best GM in the league. So, and you can see it based on where we're at coming off of a title defense. Unbelievable.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go eat some dinner.
I got to go pick up some groceries. My cats are screaming at me a little bit, as they do, All
right. Well, thanks to everybody. So see you Thursday.
Absolutely.
June 1st.
What time is it?
5:30. Same old. There's only two other different times, which would be on Sunday. It would be at 5 o'clock Sunday. Otherwise, it's 5:30.
Yep. On game 2 and potentially game 7. That's right.
All right. See y'all later. And by the way, if I just saw some emails from some of you, which is great, don't forget to send me your shipping address. You got to send me your shipping address as well. All right, everybody. So that's it. Just us. 1, 2, 3.
Just us. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Rich.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. See you in about 48 hours or what? No, 72 hours minus 4, 68 hours. Definitely. Just us. All right, guys. End broadcast now.